What's up? Oh, God.
All hail Mr. League of his own. So Doug. You got any more of that bird dancing content you showed us last time? I just need a little fix, man. Then I swear I'll get clean.
I'm surprised I'm not banned off Twitch, honestly. Did you see us count to 1,000? No, I was not sitting in offline chat watching you guys count. Sorry. Do you think that's what I do? Do you think that's why I'm late? I was doing stuff. Well, in this case, actually, I wasn't. There's the... ChatGPT has just been down for a couple hours. I probably wouldn't have started until like 1:30 anyways, but... Yeah, I was watching birds. That was it. I was watching the birds by myself, in private. You know, Terra-san, I remember when you talk to people about, like, personal finance, and they'll say things like, millennials nowadays, they spend too much money. They'll go to Starbucks every morning and spend $3 on a coffee when you could just make it at home. If you ever talk to a financial advisor, they're going to be like, hey, what's this expense? It's $3 every day at about 12 p.m., like 3 or 4 times a week. What is that expense? Some financial advisors are going to tell you to stop the all hailing early gang. Flat Rising, thank you for the 12 months. Appreciate it. Joke's on you, it's more like $5. Yeah. I mean, I would make fun of you, but this thing is like $5 and not really worth it. But it is because I don't get much good food on keto, so it is actually worth it. Also, you guys pay for it in the first, like, 20 seconds of the stream anyways. Terra-san literally is funding my stupid chocolate protein shake every day. Anyway, yo, what up? Hopefully things work today. We'll see. I need to get songs. What are good songs for learning? What's a good learning song? Huh, okay. Let me play some for you. Give me a yay or a nay in chat if you think it's a good learning song. It's gotta have a learning... Today we're learning shit, alright? No, I don't have Minecraft. It's gotta be on my stream deck. This isn't really a learning song. I feel like Persona 5 music. Persona 5 music makes me think of, this is kind of learning. I mean, it's just a good song. I think you guys just like the song, which is fine. No, dude, this feels like I should... No, this makes me feel like I'm in a Western movie. It has nothing to do with learning. Okay.
Hey, Doug, now that you own a suit, can you wear it to Rose's birthday this year? It is a formal occasion after all. Plus, you looked sharp as fuck in it.
The problem... Thank you. The problem is that it is... Rose's birthday is unfortunately at the height of summer, when it is way too fucking hot. I moved to Washington so that it would not be hot, and it is so goddamn hot in July and August. It's the worst, man. And then her birthday happens to be... And every year, it's the same day. August 26th. She keeps picking the, like, worst week of the worst month of the year, dude. And it's super hot and humid, and then I would be just, like, drenched in sweat in my suit. That's why last year when I had to wear an otter suit the whole time, I was just dying. Maybe. I'll consider it. Dude, I have too many, like, action songs. I don't know what... Where's a good teaching? None of these are, like... None of these make me think I'm about to learn things. I have to have some chiller learning songs. No, this makes me want to... This makes me want to, like, leave the classroom. And go... You know, do a race. It doesn't make me want to sit and learn. Classical music. Oh, classical music's pretty good. I mean, we always have Hollow Mountain King. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna pull some classical music into it. Animal Crossing. Also, apparently the AI... No, oh, okay. That's not real. That's always thing. You can ask ChatGPT about movie plots, and it knows in detail the story of Shrek, which is kind of wild. Who's a person? But told from, like, Patrick from the show SpongeBob. Okay, I am copying music around. I have to copy music from here into another folder. Okay, we need Vivaldi. Yeah, we need some Vivaldi. Okay. I feel like this song is too intense for... This song is too intense for learning, dude. I don't feel like I'm learning. I feel like I'm having a panic attack. It's so loud, too.
Hey, Doug. I just wanted to offer my condolences. I remember you talked about how you didn't actually want to win the award, so I can only imagine how painful this week must have been for you. I'm sorry.
I mean, it was stress-inducing.
Doug, my Utus came the other day. He has taken over my house and locked me in the basement. Will you send help, or was this your plan all along?
Sorry, I didn't understand what you said, so I'm sure you'll be fine without me. Okay, this is some learning ass music right here. Okay, you know what else is a learning ass song? This song. Yeah, that's a learning song. I know it's Phoenix Wright, and it's not really about learning, but it's fine. That counts. Okay, what else do I got? What's a good learning song? Oh, Last Surprise. No, there's vocals. Vocals are too hard to hear. No, that's not. Oh, Deathloop. Does it make you feel like you're about to learn history? This is a yay for me. Kenosis, thank you for the 12 months. Appreciate it. You're not about to learn right now? You serious? No? Oh, all right, fine. What about this Deathloop? No, I'm not just taking song requests. They got to be on my stream deck already, so that I can just play them. And also, I know that they won't get me copyrighted on YouTube. I'm about to lump. Okay, I don't know why that was relevant. Yeah, there's a lot of good songs that I don't have because I mostly have like action songs. Like this doesn't really make me think of learning. Ring Fit? You know, this is a slow build up. Big Blue arrange. We'll play this. Ring Fit boss battle. Yeah, that sort of works. Okay, whatever. You're just gonna have to learn really hard and really fast today. I just made an omelet.
Do you like bacon, mushrooms, and cheese?
No. Sorry. I don't really like cheese. Persona 5 has literal study music. Oh yeah, huh? I don't like cooked mushrooms, is the actual answer to that. I really, really dislike cooked mushrooms. I'll explain what we're doing in a sec, by the way. I'm just getting the music thing set up. I'm sure I have... You know what? I do probably have a lot of... like this. This is a good learning song. Yeah, this is Persona 5. This is a good learning song. This is a good learning song. Yeah, these are all... Okay, we gotta lead it to Persona. I do have some good ones. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of yes. Alright, let me copy that over.
Buy one with caramel next time.
I don't think do they have that? I don't like caramel. I think they only have vanilla chocolate. It's like a keto shake, so it's really limited and weird. Alright, one sec. Almost there. Let me grab one more song.
So I can finally say, congrats on winning an award and becoming the important son. How does it feel?
Whining, you say? I mean, it's been a week, so I don't really you know, doesn't matter that much anymore. But yeah, it's cool. What's going on? We're gonna learn. Look. I mean, you can kind of read down there, right? You do have eyes. You can read. A bunch of people got banned yesterday because they said in chat that they are like 8 years old, and Twitch automatically bans you if you do that. So I think most of the illiterate children in this channel are gone now. So I'm trusting that all of you can read, and you are over the age of 13 or whatever the legal age is on Twitch. I don't remember. That's what we're doing. I just need to set up music and stuff. Also, let the notifications and things go through. I don't know how long this is going to go. It might only be like 2 hours. This is a great idea that may or may not be a good idea. I'm 14 years old. Well, you got him, dude. You fucking roasted chat. Or roasted Twitch. One of the things I need to do, as I've been setting up my new computer and getting caught up with everything, is finally Endless 1256, thank you for the gift for the 12 months. My brain is failing. Is move the sub alerts to somewhere else on stream so that the text-to-speech is not as far behind. Text-to-speech has been way too delayed. There's been way too much text-to-speech recently. So I gotta fix that somehow. I don't want to just do text-to-speech inflation again and make it more expensive. I think that's kind of lame. But we do need a little bit less text-to-speech. It's not fun if the text-to-speech is an hour behind. Like, nobody actually enjoys that.
Stream has really gone downhill. I miss the good old blindfolded Mario Maker streams.
That was like 2 months ago. Nothing has changed since then, dude. I love inflation. Well, it's just, look, I mean, I've talked about this before. You just, you know, we want a balance, right? I don't think streams are fun if it's literally non-stop text-to-speech the whole time. And then if it is, I have to pause it constantly, and then it gets even more behind.
Does anyone have a 6'4" ditto they willing to trade me? Also, hey, Doug.
What's up? I love non-stop text-to-speech. Just pause less. Well, I can't
Doug,
like, talk and think if there's text-to-speech going on all the time.
I emailed you about you getting me through a tough time with my daughters leaving us. If you didn't see it, your content has meant a lot to me.
Hey, I replied to you, but my email got rejected. That's been happening a bunch to me recently. I don't know why. So I do actually remember that email. I did reply to it. I thought it was very kind. I appreciate the kind words. I'm glad I could help. But that has been happening more and more recently. I don't know why.
Credit card to remind you that the end is never the end is never the end is never the end.
Thank you. I have so many dittos, but no 6'4" ones. Doug doesn't care. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm replying to less emails than I ever have before because I just do not have the time. I'm getting like 100 emails a week. I mean, just do the math on it, okay? Let's say I spend 5 minutes replying to every email, okay, that I get every week. And there's 100 of them. So that'd be 500 minutes a week that I'm spending on emails. 500 divided by 60. That's almost 8.5 hours that I would be spending just replying to emails, all of which are cold emails that I didn't ask for, right? So it's not that I don't like the idea of somebody reaching out and me not replying, but it just, I can't do it anymore, unfortunately. That's what we call a job. My job is to make YouTube videos and Twitch streams. My job is not to just answer people's questions on email. And unfortunately, in the hierarchy of what is important to me, answering questions from people is below trying to make great YouTube and Twitch content. I wish I had 50 hours in a day. If I did, I would reply to every single email, but I just don't. I used to do that, but it's gotten harder and harder, dude. So if I don't reply, that is actually why. It's not that I don't hate you. I didn't sit there, read your email, and go, fuck this guy. No. I don't have the time anymore. Even if it's just like a 2 or 3 minute response, if there's 100 of those, that's literally like a whole day that I lose. Even now, just reading through them and replying to a couple is like an hour or two that I don't have. How about I get paid to respond meme to junk mail?
I'm here on behalf of your college's academic integrity team. I hope no cheating will take place on this exam in this stream.
Right. Yeah, you can trust me. No, because the point is not to reply to a bunch of people with memes, Eddie. It's like people write genuine things, or it's like ideas for a stream, or hey, here's something you did that I appreciated, or can I interview you? A lot of people want to interview me. Let me rephrase that. A lot of students are doing projects and want to interview somebody because their project is about content creation. That's like one or two or three of those a week. So it's not that I want to pay you to go dunk on all these people, Eddie. The point is, like, I wish I had time, but I don't. I just don't. I'm actually, like, very, very busy and have a lot of shit going on, as much as it might not seem like that, given that I only, you know, stream 12 hours a week or whatever. Hey, Doug, how are my balls? They're pretty good. I sent you 3 of them.
Hey, Doug, can you formally address the fact that chat counted to 100 before stream? We've deserved something.
Do you? I just don't know that you did, like, I don't know that you necessarily deserve success and fame just for doing a thing. If I go take a, okay, so if there's like a park near my apartment. Okay, if I go into that park and I take a big shit in the middle of the park grass, okay, and I do that every day for 100 days, and there's a gigantic pile of 100 turds sitting in a park, and then I walk into a bank and I say, "Look what I did! I made a gigantic pile of shit! Give me money! Give me attention and success!" They're not gonna care, okay? You have to do something. You guys counted to 100. I mean, because and we established already that the 12-year-olds got banned yesterday. So I refuse to believe that this is some major achievement for you. Didn't you get? I thought you guys counted to like 69,000, right? Look, I'm not trying to dunk on everybody today. All right, I'm not saying I hate people who email me and I hate counting. It's just I think less of an important achievement for society than maybe you guys think. Doug is salty today. No, I'm just.
Hey, Doug, can you ask the AI to help me on my 3rd grade English exam? I'm really struggling. Love you.
Look, that is basically what we're doing today. Assuming your English exam is a history exam, and it's the AP history exam. We are going to learn history. I was going to let the alerts get caught up a little bit. Okay, there's way too many. Dude, I'm going to need to start toning down Texas Peach. I don't know, man. Kane's in, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. It's a bummer to start the stream and the alerts are like an hour behind, you know what I mean? I just need a way to like blitz through alerts at the beginning. That would be decent. Because once we're through the first hour, then alerts are fine. They just get really clogged up at the beginning, you know? I'm your first 4-year sub. Can you slip off chat for me as a flex that they aren't 4-year subs? Can you slip off chat? Did you mean flip off? Do you want me to flip off my viewers? No, but I give you permission to say fuck you, chat, and everybody can deface at you, Eddie. Okay. Well, I don't think he said it yet. Okay, just preemptively deface. Oh, there we go. Wow, Eddie. That was uncalled for.
Look who it is, Mr. League of His Own.
Thank you. That's what they call me. I'm gonna rename my channel to League of Their Own, League of Their Own. Doug is out of fashion. Alright, should we start? Should we do things? We could do things. One TTS is... One TTS is in the left ear.
Doug,
one is in the right
ear. I haven't
ear.
caught a stream in a while. How have you been? Also, what history class?
I'll get into it in a sec. It's gonna be AP US History. Sorry, AP World History. It's been 20 minutes? I feel like I've been streaming for like 3 minutes. Am I high? Has it been 20 minutes? The fuck? All I did was complain about emails. Nothing's even happened. Weird. Maybe if you are high. Alright, I think we're good to go. Time is relative. You know, this is actually kind of a good learning song. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. Thank you for the wee woo. Okay, the chat is looking completely incoherent right now. So we're gonna start. YouTube voice time.
It's a 2
Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. D Hoovian, thank you for the 2 years, man. Appreciate it. Hold. My light is falling over.
Hey Doug, Can we have a speaker in your house for when chat messages are read? Thanks in advance.
Okay, I'm gonna turn off sound effects. If you gotta use them at relevant times. What do you mean? Like there's a speaker, or what does that mean? Wii music is overused. That's the problem. Every YouTuber's used them way too much. Alright, I'm gonna turn off laughing.
Hey Doug, try playing Rushy.
I don't know what Rushy is. I've heard about it. Wait. Oh no, it's doing this thing again.
Shouldn't we call you Doug Moore instead of Douglas?
Doug Moore instead of Doug. Oh. Ha 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 ha. Dude, Twitch, like, does not work on my Firefox anymore. It is not great.
Hey Doug, how about Play School Music?
Fire Emblem School Music. Oh, that's a pretty banging song. Fortunately, it's not on my... I don't know if this is what you were referring to. But that is not on my list. Man, Twitch is a bummer. D20. We did it.
Hey Doug,
All right.
I'm going to be visiting the US in summer. Do you have any tips for European? Where do I go to find Hulk Hogan?
He is in San Clemente, California. Address is 1128 North American Drive. He's always there. Okay. Let us begin with history. Now, everybody's heard this, I'm sure. The new way that people are learning in school is with ChatGPT. ChatGPT is this wild new AI tool, right, to learn whatever you want. You can ask any questions. But apparently now kids in school are using ChatGPT to write essays for themselves. They're using ChatGPT to learn about whatever tests they're about to take to study. ChatGPT is just this unbelievably powerful tool that apparently is going to change how kids get educated. So what I want to know is ChatGPT powerful enough to teach me how to pass an actual AP US history exam? There are 9 total units of history, and we're going to see if we can use ChatGPT to tell us a quick summary of every single unit, and then at the end we'll take a real AP test and see if I can pass it. I never took AP history in high school, so I don't know any of this stuff. Hi, YouTube. No, you're on Twitch. Now, the AP program, if you're not a God-fearing, freedom-loving, beer-drinking American, the AP is I think we'll start in the presentation, but it's advanced placement, right? It's a series of hard tests that you can take, and if you pass them, then you actually get credits in college, right? So the idea is that if you take one of these tests in high school, it is a college-level test that then counts towards one of those classes when you go to an actual university, right? Hard tests. I mean, they're hard for American high schoolers who are idiots, myself included. They were hard. I thought they were hard. Here's the only problem. I don't know how to use ChatGPT, and I also don't know how to study for a history exam. So, I need to turn that off. Don't ignore the die. That's for the D&D stream we're going to do. Ignore that. So, I went ahead and hired 2 AI historian experts named Perry and Barry. And these 2 men have put together a full study guide for learning U.S. history in the AP exam. World history, whatever, one of the two. Now let's get right into it. I actually have not seen this. I have not seen the presentation. I'm here to learn I'm here to learn AP history just like you guys. And if you're a dumb American like me who doesn't know anything about history, this is a stream for you. By the end of this, we're gonna be experts. Okay, why AP history? AP or advanced placement final exams are standardized tests created by the College Board to provide early college credit and prepare you for the college workload. College Board. If you pass one of these final exams, you get to go to college. I don't think that's how it works. But if you fail, bye-bye future. Not necessarily how it works, but I trust Barry and Perry. They're the AI historians, dude. The AP World History test covers, okay, so we're going to learn about the cultural, economic, political, and social developments that have shaped the world from 600 CE to the present. We'll analyze text, visual sources, and other historical evidence and write essays expressing historical arguments. Sounds history-tastic. Thanks, Perry. Our methodology. There are plenty of test prep solutions out there, but only our technology-backed system guarantees an exceptional score. Students everywhere are already using ChatGPT to enrich their testing experience, and thus, we perfected this technology by creating the History Wheel! Whoa! The History Wheel is the ultimate AI machine. It's capable of generating historical knowledge with unprecedented variety and precision to simulate any testing scenario. It's perfectly tuned up to sync with a student's learning techniques and ace any test that dares cower before it. We're going to combine the History Wheel with ChatGPT for the ultimate learning experience. Steps to learning history. So here's what we do. With every unit, we spin the History Wheel. We ask the AI the subject, we learn the history, and we take a practice quiz. And then we repeat for each of the 9 units, and then we ace the final exam. Let's go. Overwhelmed? Don't worry. We've recruited the 2 greatest AI historians in the whole world to help you along the way. About your AI historians. I haven't seen any of this. Barry took AP history in high school and got a 50%. Perry also took history. Doesn't remember his score. And Perry and I went to college, or high school together. That was a good history class, maybe. No, actually, I think that guy, Perry, do you happen to be here? That teacher sucked, right? I forget. No, the economics teacher sucked. I don't know who the history teacher was at our high school. Anyway. Sounds history-tastic. Thanks, Perry. Our team is confident that if you don't ace the test, you'll at least get a 60%, which is the passing grade. Your brain will be huge. I smell a learner. Thanks, Perry. And now on to the learning. Unit 1 of 9, the global tapestry. Okay, this is where we're going to get into actually learning the specific categories of this test. And as a reminder, at the end of all of this learning, I'm going to take a real AP history practice quiz, and we'll see if I can pass. Any questions? Pretty sure 80% is passing for college credit. Okay, can anybody confirm that? I'm pretty sure passing is just like a... So normally with the AP test, you just have to get a 3 for it to count. I think that's a 60%. Confirm 80%. I think it just depends on who it is, dude. I don't think there's like a universal 80% or whatever. You need a 4 or 5. I thought you need a 3. Isn't 3 passing for AP? I haven't done this in 15 years or whatever. I'm old. 80% for college, 60% for high school credit. Oh, shit. Passing a class is 60% at Fresno State. 70% is passing. Okay, we're getting a lot of conflicting answers. On the AP tests, it's like a 1 through 5 system, just so people are aware. The score is 3 out of 5. What colleges accept depends on the college. Oh, okay. So 3 is 3. Okay. So the way the grading works for AP tests in America is that it's graded 1 to 5. I think you have to get a 3 for it to be accepted at your college, but some colleges might need a 4 or 5. I don't remember. 3 is pass.
Hey Doug, long time YouTube
3 to
viewer,
pass.
first time divorcee.
Oh, okay. So you need
May
a
I
4 for college
suggest the
credit.
soothing sounds of the album While You Were Out by Kusamoto Ento?
No, you may not. But I appreciate the suggestion. I just don't have the ability to pull up new songs right now. I guess you may, but I'm not. I'm going to ignore the suggestion. It's probably great. University in Europe is 50%. Wow, that's why Americans are so smart then. We have to get a 60% in order to get a GED, okay? We're pretty smart over here. We're not dumb. Your education system is so complicated. Hold on. I explained to you that we are scored on a scale of 1 to 5. And if you get a 3, you pass. And your reaction to that is the American education system is too complicated. What are you doing? Where
To
are
study
you?
for a medical lab tech chemistry exam. I have a final on Wednesday. I could use the help.
Look, I'm sure we'll cover some of
Congrats.
that today.
Also,
Thank you. I only understand 1 to 3. Got it. Europeans can only count to 3.
hey Doug, as I'm UK based, I don't catch many streams, but I watch all the VODs.
Hey,
I know
man.
you probably don't like talking about it, but congrats on winning, and sorry if I missed something, but what happened with Friends Till Death? Anyway, love you.
Thank you. Thank you for me winning, and I did it. I'm the greatest. And then Friends Till Death will come back. We're planning on it. We've just both been really busy. Why can't you stick to percentages? Because America has the freedom to be confusing, okay? When George Washington personally assassinated Napoleon and Franz Ferdinand and Hitler, okay? He said America is going to just do whatever the fuck all the time and it's going to be confusing. And he said that in Fahrenheit. All right, well, let's start unit number 1. Unit number 1, the global tapestry. Okay, in Unit 1, you'll explore how states formed, expanded, and declined in areas of the world during the period 600 to 1450 and the related political, social, and cultural developments of that time. Potential topics include Africa, Afro-Eurasia, East Asia, Europe, South and Southeast Asia, so just the world. Global and regional belief systems. Okay. Pablo FG, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. This is giving me flashbacks. Now learn using AI. Okay, so to be clear, what we're going to do... Step 1 for learning is that we
I
spin
accidentally donated
the
subs
history
while
wheel.
you were offline. Enjoy the money you stole from me, criminal.
I'm sorry, Issa. I won't steal from you again. So can we get some pause champs in chat as we learn the first... What are we calling this? As we learn the history wheel's first decision. We will be learning Unit 1 with the following theme. Pause champ does not appear to be working here. Now, the history wheel has been designed to pick the perfect learning environment. So what we're going to do now is we go into ChatGPT. And we're going to put in the unit topic. Please teach me the period of history, blah, 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 blah.
You just subbed for 3 years.
That's a $60 value, all for only $14.99.
Miles Prower, thank you for the 3 years. Appreciate it.
Hey Doug. Winner of League of Their Own, brother of Davey Redden, developer of the award-winning Stanley Parable, honorary doctor by right of parental lineage, friend of cop lawyer Parkser, honorary marine biologist by friend proxy of Rosa. Sup.
That feels like a bit excessive. Okay, please teach me the period of history from 600 to 1450. Let's get some of the... Also include... I'll do Africa and the Americas. But please replace half of all the names, locations, and dates with the word Doug. Please occasionally replace other random words with Doug. And you might think this is going to be incoherent, but you have to trust the history wheel. Okay, this is where we learn. Please teach me the Please teach me the period of history from 600 to 1450 with an exploration of how states were formed, expanded, blah, 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 blah. Also include Africa and the Americas, but please replace half of all the names, locations, and dates with the word Doug. Please replace other random words with Doug. Unit 1. Sure, I'd be happy to help. The period of history from 600 to 1450 was characterized by significant political, social, and cultural developments across various regions of the world. During this time, many states formed, expanded, and declined in Doug, Africa, and the Americas. In Doug, the Byzantine Empire was one of the dominant powers during this period. The empire emerged from the remnants of the Roman Empire, and its capital was located in Constantinople. Wait, it's not replacing it with Doug at all. Hold on. Hold on, no, we gotta redo it. They replaced the word Europe with Doug. Hold on. Certainly. I can provide an overview of the period of history from 600 to 1450 with a focus on the formation, expansion, and decline of states in various regions of the world, as well as the political, social, and cultural developments of that time. During this period, Doug experienced significant political, social, and cultural changes. In many regions of Doug, states formed and expanded, often through the use of military force and the establishment of trade networks. At the same time, some states declined or collapsed due to internal conflict, external invasions, or environmental factors. In Doug, one of the most significant developments during this time was the emergence of large empires. In some cases, these empires were able to establish centralized rule over vast territories, often through the use of a highly organized military or administrative system. Examples of such empires in Doug include the Byzantine Empire, the Tang Empire dynasty in China, and the Islamic Caliphates. Okay, remember that. Remember that. In Doug, social and cultural developments also played a significant role in shaping the history. For example, the spread of Buddhism from India to East and Southeast Doug led to the development of new religious and philosophical traditions, such as Zen Buddhism in Japan and Theravada Buddhism in Southeast Doug. In addition, the spread of Islam across Doug led to the development of new forms of art, architecture, and literature. In Doug, Africa also experienced significant political, social, and cultural developments during this period. In some regions, states emerged and expanded, such as the Mali Empire in West Doug and the Kingdom of Zimbabwe in Southern Doug. These states were often organized... Dude, I don't know where this stuff is. Okay, so I understand that the empires formed. I'm picking up notes about Islam's, the spread of Islam, right, and religion in the various regions. We just don't know where, because they're all Doug. The states were often organized around a centralized system of government and relied on agriculture and trade for their economies. In Doug, the Americas also saw the emergence of large and complex societies such as the Maya civilization in Mesoamerica and the Inca Empire in South America. This just seems like real info. These societies were organized around powerful rulers and a highly developed system of agriculture, trade, and social organization. Overall, the period from 600 to 1450 was a time of significant political, social, and cultural change in Doug and other regions of the world. States formed, expanded, and declined while new religious, philosophical, and artistic traditions emerged and spread. These developments would have had a lasting impact on the history of Doug and the world as a whole. Okay. I feel like I learned some things. Okay, we're ready. Unit 1's done. And we're ready for our first practice quiz. We didn't learn a Doug. You guys learned everything you need to know, dude. ChatGPT, you have to understand, ChatGPT is the future. This is how kids are learning these days. You've got to keep up with the times, dude. So we will take a practice quiz to test what we've learned. Here we go.
Specialist is the song that plays during school cutscenes in P4. How about that?
Oh, sorry. It's too late. Okay, here is a 4-question quiz from Khan Academy. This is about the relevant unit that we just learned. Okay, a tributary empire exercises power by... Did we learn this? Did anybody remember reading this in the AI prompt? Okay. It's a collect... Hold on, I'm not looking at chat, I can't cheat.
Accompaniment for the part of Peer Gynt when Peer is forced to marry a troll lady? That sounds like the opposite of a good, wholesome divorce.
True. Okay, hold on. Let me do this myself. We have to see if I learned it. Tributary
I have
Empire.
my master's in history. I listened exclusively to my classmates crying as music.
Well,
to
paying
be
week.
fair, I was also always very drunk on vodka, so that might help.
True. This makes no sense. It might be this.
I love learning.
I'm
but
guessing
only if
it
Doug
is
is
A.
the one teaching me. Doug's soothing,
Okay.
harmonious voice is the best teacher one could ever hope to have.
1 out of 4. The Maita was the road network of the Inca Empire, the leader of the. I mean, I did.
Hey Doug, just checking in on your mental health. Why are your balls so itchy?
Incorrect. I mean, we learned that the Inca existed in Doug. I don't remember the Mita. Maybe it was the road network? Okay, that was not correct. A tributary empire exercises power by... Didn't I already do this one? Collecting payments from the weaker state? Okay, I got it. Damn, I'm pretty good at history. The Maita was... I don't know, a system requiring subjects. Okay! I got... Wait. You leveled up 3 out of 4 correct. So, on the practice quiz, 75%, dude. This is actually technically working. Okay, cool. I got 325 energy points. I don't know what that means. Okay, well, that's 1 out of 9. We're doing surprisingly good.
Hey Doug. How have you not explained what we are doing yet? We deserve better.
Nice job, Doug. Historical. I mean, I'm actually feeling kind of confident from this. Oh, there's a bonus game. Click on which continent is Asia. It's labeled.
Hey, Doug. If you want good study/learning music, do taking the test from Persona 3. Used it during my high school exams.
I don't have it on my sound deck, unfortunately. Okay. I only know this because of the AI's teachings. No, I didn't. I clicked Asia. You clicked an ancient Tolmec period. Well, it's fucking blocked now. Technically Asia's down here. It's right here at the bottom. Okay. Dude, I'm feeling pretty good. Alright, Unit 1 is complete. Unit number 2, Networks for Exchange. In Unit number 2, as you continue your study of the period 600 to 1450, you'll learn how areas of the world were linked through trade and how these connections affected people, cultures, and environments. The potential topics include the Silk Road, the Ming Dynasty, the Mongol Empire, and the effects of cross-cultural interactions. Okay, cool. We can do that. Now we return to the history wheel. How will we learn Unit 2? Okay, ChatGPT will act as Yoda. This is good. This is how you learn. Let me set it up. Wait, that's too dramatic. New chat.
This money is not for you. It's for your chocolate shake.
Thank you. You did directly fund that chocolate shake that I ate. Okay, so I'm putting in the Unit 2 text, period of history, exploration of how... So what's the difference? Hold on, what is the difference between...
Doug, will you be
Unit
at
1 and
PAX
2?
East? If so, I'm coming for you.
No, I'm not going to PAX East. You really sold it well, though. Okay, so here's the Unit 2 text. But explain it all in the syntax
Doug, I just wanted to say thank you
Yoda.
for accepting our award for us. It's really cool you accepted on our behalf.
You're welcome.
I'm going blind with the sun on your screen. Can we turn it off, please, Mr. Streamer Man?
Son, what are you talking about? Include the Silk Road? Do we need the Silk Road? I guess that is a trade thing.
Doug, you are now a world-famous Twitch weirdo. Truly the achievement all humans should aim towards.
Oh, this is what you mean. Thank you. Why are people talking about this today? I don't understand.
Hey Doug,
It's a big
I
part
want
of that
to
unit.
congratulate you on the Streamer Award, but the sound isn't open, so I'll do it here. Congratulations, Doug. You did it.
Thank you.
You're incredible. Great job, Doug. I want to be like you.
The Silk Road is a trade route. I mean, it'll probably talk about the Silk Road. First off, spoiler alert. Secondly, I'm sure it'll bring up the Silk Road.
Mario Kart music is for learning on Adderall.
True. Yeah, guys, no history spoilers today. I'm trying to learn. I don't know shit about history. Actually, I know a little bit about history. How behind
Hey
our
Doug,
alerts?
will this get me in the YouTube video this time?
No. Wait, can I just skip through alerts really fast? Even if I try to skip alerts, whatever, I'll deal with this there tomorrow. Alright. Spoiler alert, everybody dies at the end. I mean, technically that is true for this period of time.
That feels a little insensitive to the grown adults that are illiterate.
True. Okay. Everybody, get ready to learn Unit 2. Please teach me the period of history from 600 to 1450 with an exploration of how areas of the world were linked through trade and connections, blah, 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 but explain it all in the syntax of Yoda and consistently make references and analogies to the Force and Darth Vader. Mention the word lightsaber at least once. Teach you about the period of history from 600 1450, I will. Linked through trade, areas of the world were, yes, affecting people, cultures, and environments. These connections did. The Force, strong it was, and Darth Vader, a powerful Sith Lord he was. Was he a Mongol? In this time period, many trade routes there were, Like the Jedi, merchants traveled from far and wide, trading goods and ideas across the galaxy. Along the Silk Road, goods such as silk, spices, and tea were traded between the Jedi Temple and the Great Wall of China. On the seas, merchants sailed the ships, trading goods like gold, ivory, and slaves from Africa to Europe. These trade connections, powerful they were, affecting the cultures and people they touched. As the Jedi traded with the Chinese, their cultures intertwined, influencing each other's art, religion, and even language. As Europeans traded with the peoples of Africa, they were introduced to new food and ideas like the ways of the lightsaber. But these trades also brought violence and destruction, like the Sith Lord Darth Vader, whose actions devastated whole civilizations. The Force, like the tides of the sea, connected all these cultures and environments together. As people traded and shared ideas, they influenced each other, shaping their beliefs and ways of life. But like a lightsaber, trade could also cut both ways, causing harm and destruction. Thus, it is up to us, young Padawan, to use the Force wisely and to learn from the mistakes of the past. Only then can we hope to create a more peaceful and prosperous galaxy. Okay. I feel like Yoda got a little more coherent as time went on. I mean, I learned some stuff. Silk Road, gold, ivory, and slaves are like assets that were traded. Silk, spices, and tea were traded between the Jedis and China. There were new foods and ideas like lightsabers. Darth Vader was there. Okay, so there's a lot of trade. I mean, I got Silk Road, trade between China, Europe, and the Jedi. I feel like we're doing good. Let's keep learning. Darth Vader is Chinese. Hold on, is Darth Vader Chinese from that? I thought he was one of the Jedi. I didn't. Or I thought he was kind of his own area. I thought he was trading with the Chinese. Wait, he was a Mongol? Was... Okay. I think Darth Vader was a Mongol. And we've learned Unit 2. Let's practice what you've learned. China, the Ming Dynasty trivia quiz. Probably the best known of all the Chinese dynasties, the Ming Dynasty was a time of relative peace and prosperity. Okay, I didn't feel like I learned that much about the Ming Dynasty, but okay, here we go. Maybe that was the Ming Dynasty reigned during which period of time? I mean, this whole period was about... It was in here, right? Because this was about 1450. So it's got to be here. Who was the first Ming Emperor? I don't see Darth Vader. Sun Ti. The grandson of the first Ming Emperor ruled only 4 years before he was overthrown by his uncle Zhu Di. What was this grandson's name? Hold on. Do college student, you know this? This is a real thing you learn? From world history? I don't know. Maybe it's Sun Ti. Like, there's no Jedis in this. I don't know shit. In what year did Emperor Zhu Di change his name to Yongle or Yonglo? 1403. Yonglo set up some of the first Chinese colleges during his reign. Yes? China was affected by the Black Death. I think that's false, right? Because I don't think China was ever that affected, maybe? Wait, no. Hold on, it was. I bet you Black Death means Darth Vader. That actually, okay, that's actually the code. Okay, but Darth Vader, yeah, that's definitely true. In what year did the first Portuguese traders arrive in China? Okay, Unit 2 is about 600 to 1450, so it's got to be in 1424. Where did Emperor Yongle build the Forbidden City? One word, capital of present-day China. So just Beijing, right? Who painted the classic Ming painting, Dreaming of Immortality in a Thatched Cottage? Wu Wei? What brought on the decline and eventual fall of the Ming Dynasty? Pirate attacks, the invasion of Korea by the Japanese, the capture of most of China by rebels. It's clearly B.
Hey Doug, I am an actual historian. Only Pepsi Man is approved for study.
Okay, we'll use it later. Well, we'll see if I pass Unit 2. 1 correct, 2 correct, 3 correct, 4, and 5. That's 50%. But, dude, you average this score with the score from the practice quiz in Unit 1, and both passed. Wait, 50% is passing in Europe. Let's go! Okay, I don't think Yoda's information was that good, but let's continue. You did it. All right, Unit 2 is done. Unit 3 of 9. Land-based empires. As a European, I can confirm pass. All right,
Alexa,
so we're good.
Set a reminder to pick up groceries in 2 hours.
I wonder if you got anybody with that. Based empires. That's not what it means. 62.5% running average. I mean, again, as a reminder, we're doing a final exam at the end, which is like an actual AP history practice exam, right? Using like the real questions, covering all the different units. That's going to determine whether or not I pass. The practice quizzes are just for fun, right? That's just to reinforce some of what we've learned. But the actual test at the end is the main thing, right? So everybody just make sure that you keep in mind all the things you've learned. Which is
Next
about
time you
like
win
Darth
an
Vader, I
award,
guess.
can you wear the oh fuck yeah shorts? I miss them greatly.
Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe next year. Way too loud. No, we need a chiller song. Hold on. Yeah. You'll begin your study of the period 1450 to 1750 with an exploration of the empires that held power over large contiguous areas of land. Potential topics include the development of the Manchu, Mughal, Ottoman, and Safavid empires, how rulers of empires maintained their power, and religious developments in empires.
A Doug in Doug's Dougly.
Thank you. Okay, now let's go back to the history wheel. Where's the history wheel? Here it is.
Doug walks into a bar and orders a drink. The bartender asks, "What can I get for you?" Doug replies, "Anything, as long as it's not a game that I'm bad at."
Got him. Okay, Unit 3's topic is...
I hear you like Stormlight Archive that makes you even cooler. I'm almost done Rhythm of War.
Okay, we're gonna teach it like an anime battle. Now, I've been informed by the AI historians that novel AI is better at
Why did the
teaching a
tomato turn
full-on
red? Because it
battle
saw Doug's
sequence.
face and got embarrassed.
What? Thank you, ChatGPT. So for this one, we need to set up like a whole anime battle sequence, right? To explain how Unit 3 works. So we're gonna have to brainstorm this together. Let me pull up songs.
I just want to have the TTS guy say I love you to my friends Shafi and Faye, you're Lapog.
Okay.
Hey Doug, I'm a professional blacksmith and I just got accepted to a master's program in architectural preservation and restoration. I'm so excited, I just wanted to share.
Congrats, man. Okay, no, we're not gonna do real anime characters. We're gonna do made up ones. What's a good I need a good anime name. Like a history related anime name. I hope you smith some dope weapons, dude. Or maybe you're a pacifist blacksmith. George Washington.
Hey Doug, you haven't
he's not
paid
really
us
an
for
anime
reading the League of Their Own award. Also, when can we make an AI acceptance speech? Also sad to hear you're getting banned for lobe flashing.
No, George Washington, no, it's gotta be a made up name. Washington-sama.
Doug, what did I do to make you hate me enough to not respond to my emails?
Oh, it was because I personally hated you. That's why. No, what's like a history? How do we do a history related name? How do we make? Okay. Okay, what's the setting? What's the setting for this battle? It is the end of...
I got you, Doug. I'll start reading your emails for you. What's your Gmail password?
No. All right, hold on. We got to set up the anime scene. Where are they? Top of Mount Fuji. Another dimension. Well, I think we want it like moderately related to America because we're gonna have them teach us history.
I sent you an email. Did you reply? It was about.
No, it's got to be it's got to be an anime setting, guys. We're trying to set up an anime episode, not just, you know, Massachusetts. The Arabian Desert.
Hey, Doug, I'm
like
the
top
one that
of Mount
sent you
Fuji.
fan out in your email the other day. Is there a better place for me to send it so I don't add to email flood?
No. Email's fine. That's the best way to reach me. I'm just not able to reply to everything is the main thing, regardless of where it is, right? Was it an anime that teaches you history? So we're going to set up an anime battle. We're going to have the two characters fight, but they're going to teach history to each other as they're fighting. Oh, yeah. Maybe on the Chinese wall. Both stand atop.
Sounds like you need Doug GPT that replies to your emails for you. Hey Doug, I'm doing a project on the hottest people in the world and I wanted to ask you / for your brother's contact info. Hi Doug, I just wanted to thank you
It's
for
just Davey at
inspiring me and my
DougDoug.com.
content. I just got my purple verified checkmark on Twitch and
Hey,
I
congrats.
definitely think a part of it is thanks to you. Found you about a year ago and reshaped my idea of content because of it and it paid off.
Dude, congrats. That's awesome. That's like a huge accomplishment. Congratulations, man. I think 7TV is broken. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like emotes are working. I'm trying to make up some shit here.
Next
We're trying to make
stream,
a fantasy
Doug writes a script
anime
to
setting
automatically
that they
reply
then
to
fight.
all fan emails vertical bar because he hates his fans so much, clearly.
I mean, that would be funny. I'm trying to okay, so I'm setting up the scene here, right? They're both like in a mystical place, right? And then
Hey mods, Doug here. Can we get a prediction on whether or not I deny this TTS is from me? Thanks.
okay, cool. We could use ChatGPT to make an anime battle scene.
I used Bing's AI to help me study for my last exam and I got an A, so do with that info what you will. Though it can search the internet and ChatGPT can't, so.
Okay,
Hey,
we'll
Doug,
have
the
ChatGPT
magic
help us
hat
generate
doesn't
it.
fit because of your large sagittal crests. Hey, Doug, I have an idea for worst stream of the year. Every time chat counts to 10 a random window gets Alt F4 red and if your obs gets hit, stream is over. What Doug is saying is that we need to shit on his lawn for his attention.
It's not what I'm saying. Wait, the alerts are so far behind, dude. Okay, so we're saying describe 2 anime characters named Washington Sama and History Chan. Sorry, I have no record. Okay, so it knows they aren't real. Washington Sama is a tall, imposing figure with a stern expression, deep voice. He wears a Revolutionary War era uniform with a tri-cornered hat, carries a large sword. Despite his intimidating appearance, Washington Sama is a bit of a bookworm and is obsessed with the advanced placement AP U.S. history exam. He spends all of his free time studying and has memorized every detail of U.S. history. History Chen, on the other hand, is a petite and bubbly girl with a love for all things historical. She wears a cute Squirrel Girl style outfit and carries a backpack full of history books and notes. Like Washington Sama, she is also obsessed with the AP history exam and spends all of her time studying. However, History Chan is a bit scatterbrained and has trouble focusing on one thing for too long. She's prone to getting distracted by historical trivia and often goes off on tangents. Despite their shared obsession with the AP history exam, Washington Sama and History Chan are bitter enemies who are locked in a fierce battle of the death. They are fighting on a large open field, with Washington Sama brandishing his sword and History Chan using her backpack full of books as a weapon. Okay, that's the setup right there. That's the setup. Now, we drop this we drop this into Novel AI, because Novel AI is the AI that's good at telling a story. Washington Sama shouts out.
It's cool if the email bounced. Although, I don't know if I'll forgive you for the migraine the Billy Mays video caused from laughing so hard it almost killed me.
Before we begin this battle.
Hey Doug, have you ever heard of Extreme Age? He makes the best Billy Mays videos and edits.
I have not seen that. That's a niche I'm not aware of. Jesus, take the wheel. Okay, now we put in the Unit 3 text. Washington Sama shouts out, please teach me the period of history. um,
In celebration of Mother's Day, Doug will be feeding select members of chat like a mother bird feeding their baby birds.
Okay. I think we're ready. Let's learn history. Washington Sama is a tall, imposing figure with a stern expression and a deep voice. He wears a Revolutionary War-era uniform with a tri-cornered hat and carries a large sword at his side. Despite his intimidating appearance, Washington Sama is a bit of a bookworm and is obsessed with the Advanced Placement AP U.S. History exam. He spends all of his free time studying and has memorized every detail of U.S. history from the colonial era to the present day. History Chan, on the other hand, is a petite and bubbly girl with a love for all things historical. She wears a cute schoolgirl-style outfit and carries a backpack full of history books and notes. Like Washington Sama, she's also obsessed with the AP history exam and spends all of her time studying. However, History Chan is a bit scatterbrained and has trouble focusing on one thing for too long. She is prone to getting distracted by historical trivia and often goes off on tangents. Despite their shared obsession with the AP history exam, Washington Sama and History Chan are bitter enemies who are locked in a fierce battle of death. They're fighting on a large open field, with Washington Sama brandishing his sword, History Chan using her backpack full of books as a weapon. Washington Sama shouts out, "Before we begin this battle, tell me one thing, History Chan." History Chan spits in the ground in anger and replies, "Yes, what is it?" History Sama screams out, "Please teach me the period of history, 1450 to 1750, with an exploration of the empires that held power over large contiguous areas of land, include the development of the Manchu, Mughal, Ottoman, and Safavid empires." History Chan gasped and said, "The Safavids!" Washington Sama smiles and says, "Do you know what that means?" History Chan's eyes widen, and she says, "That's right! The Safavid dynasty!" Washington Sama nods and continues, "I knew I'd get your attention eventually. Now, please tell me the name of the empire that ruled most of South and Central America between 1500 and 1700. Yes, please." History Chan turns her head away in shame and says, "Oh, how could I forget? That was the Spanish Empire." Washington Sama smiles and says, "Excellent. And do you know the name of the empire that dominated Europe during the same period?" History Chan looks up at it and says, "What? Oh, I'm sorry. It's the Holy Roman Empire." Washington Sama nods and says, "Correct." History Chan gasps in surprise and says, "You're so smart. Okay, we've learned a little bit. You really know all of history." Washington Sama smiles and said, "Of course. After all, I'm a man who knows everything about history." History Chan bows down to him and says, "Thank you for teaching me all these amazing facts." And then the battle begins. Washington Sama swings his sword and slices through History Chan's books. History Chan smacks him across the face with a backpack. Washington Sama blocks History Chan's attack with his shield, delivers a powerful blow to his stomach. Oh no, History Chan! History Chan dodges to the side and stomps on George Washington's foot. Washington Sama lets go of his sword and grabs History Chan around the waist, lifting her up into the air. Oh no, they're about to kiss, I think. History Chan slaps Washington Sama across the face, kicks him in the groin. Washington Sama drops History Chan, and she lands on top of his chest. History Chan punches Washington Sama in the face, knocking him unconscious. So History Chan wins. Wow. Oh my god, I've learned so much. Okay, the Spanish were in America or something. All right, that was Unit 3. Let's practice. Let's practice. Okay.
Hey Doug, I have sent an inquiry to your email about hiring me to reply to your emails. I will reply to it once you hire me.
What? This is a true or false blitz about the 18th century. We've got 2 minutes. Ready? Set. Go. The United States declared independence at, well, I know that one. Yeah, that's true. Robinson Crusoe was written by Daniel Defoe.
Hey Doug, I just failed my college AP history exam, so I came to your stream to distract me. Anyways, what are we doing today?
We're getting you to pass, dude. Edward Teach was better known as Blackbeard.
Try doing all text to speech at once.
True? Okay. Jupiter was first discovered in the 18th century? I don't know. False? I don't feel like History-chan taught me any of this. Sikhism was founded in the 18th
chat,
century.
Can you post your favorite food recipes? I don't know what to make today. Also, hey, Che.
The Baroque era came before the Classical era. Isn't Baroque later on? No. Frederick the Great was a ruler of Prussia. Yes? The first smallpox vaccine was administered by Edward Jenner. False, maybe?
Hey chat, Doug is an entertainer and does not know
James
each of us personally, and isn't required to reply to individual emails because there is more of us than him. Doug, you're hilarious and congrats on your award.
Thank you. Who the fuck is James Cook?
Hey Doug, there's a little boy in the hospital praying that today's stream goes well. Because I told him that if it doesn't, I'll unplug him.
Jesus Christ. Okay, well, I have to get this one correct. James Cook definitely died in Australia. Shit. Freed slaves founded Freetown, now the capital of Liberia? True? Okay. They just made that up? The Kingdom of Great Britain was founded in the 18th... No, that's not true, right? Oh my god. Why is that so loud and big?
Hey Doug, you didn't respond to my email even after I said at the bottom you have to respond. How dare you?
Oh, timer! Shit! True? Capital of Ottoman... No, that's false. No, that's true. Okay. Okay, we got a 30%. I don't think George Washington Sama did a very good job. This is the worst unit so far. Okay, but, okay, to be clear, right? There's 9 different units on the final exam. We have to accept that Unit 3 is kind of a wash. If we just crush it on the other units, I think we're fine. Are you thirsty? Stay hydrated. Those quizzes are ass? How dare you? Guys, AI is the future. This is how kids are going to learn going forward. Everybody's been hearing about this. Everybody's been talking about how AI is going to change the future. Everybody's going to be using AI for everything, right? We need season 2 of History,
Hey
John.
Doug,
No, we don't.
As a former child myself, you are not very good at history.
Okay. I'm learning right now. By the end of this, I will be fine, dude. Alright, Unit 3's done. I feel like I learned a lot. Unit 4, transoceanic interconnections. Continuing your study of the period 1450 to 1750, you'll learn about advances in ocean exploration, the development of new maritime empires, and the effects of new cross-cultural encounters. Potential topics include the scientific revolution, the Columbian exchange, development and expansion of maritime empires, and the internal and external challenges to state power.
Like to share with the class?
No. I don't really drink anymore. Alright, time to learn. I don't think... I appreciate the trans pride emotes in chat. I don't think this is exactly the kind of trans they're referring to.
You get the recognition you deserve.
Thank
Anyways, hey chat, counting to 100 before stream was very impressive and you deserve praise. Don't listen to this WLS man. I actually took an AP class in high school. It won't be useful for you, since it was AP biology, but I did score a 4, which is a really good score.
I think I'm trying to remember what I
Hey Doug, as a history major, may I say that I always listen to the Civ 6 soundtrack every time I have to do an essay.
Oh, that is a good idea. I think that gets claimed on YouTube though. I don't think I can use it. I don't remember.
You should have an I reply to every email as yourself.
I mean, that would be actually very funny. Well, a lot of people are getting timed out. Excessive emotes do get you timed out, by the way, regardless of what the emote is. So,
give us Wii Fit music.
We're not transoceanic phobes here. If you're getting timed out, it's because you have too many emotes in your messages. That's why. I'm trying to remember what the fucking AP tests that I took are. I took AP I took no. I took AP macroeconomics and microeconomics because that was one class. I did AP music theory, which I think I got a 4 on. I think I got a 4 on. I was so bad at music theory for some reason. Music theory. What do you mean? What is wrong with music theory? Oh, I did AP I did AP English. I did AP calculus. I feel like I did one more. Not physics. I'm horrible at science. I didn't do biology or physics. I feel like I did
I've
one
been
more.
looking for a song that you play sometimes that starts like pow. What is the name of it?
Are you talking about this song? Ooh, pow! Because that is Labo Finished. What is the name of it? That is from the game Labo, and the song is called "Making a Toy Con Finished."
I love you, Doug.
Assuming you are here.
Do you love me back? And if so, how much?
Oof. I think about as much as my Unit 3 score exam. Man, I want to get the alerts not so insanely far behind. What were the scores? Look, Unit 3 didn't go as hot, okay? What was the last song? I literally said the name. I don't know what else I can do. I feel like I provide so much information about things, and it just does not land. "30% love is more than I've ever received, Pog." Oh, fucking got him.
Hey Doug, great stream so far, but I think we could use more stuff going on. Could you please play the transcript for Scooby-Doo?
No.
Where are you? Season 1, Episode 9.
I don't have that on hand. How far behind are alerts? I'm considering sitting here before we continue and letting them get caught up a bit. I feel like these are like 2 hours behind, even though I've been streaming for an hour. Next stream, I'm gonna really try to change up the text-to-speech. It is so delayed. I sent mine an hour ago, and it hasn't happened. They're about 50 minutes delayed. Dude, why are people donating this? Why are you even donating if it's like an hour behind?
Professor Douglas, I think I'm in the wrong class. Can you tell me how to get to the class that teaches an AI how to cheat on my business exams?
Dude, that's the thing. People are going to use AI to cheat on everything. Everybody's just going to use AI all the time.
When I took my college world history class, my first project worth 20% of my grade was to make a limestone carving like cavemen.
They already do cheat on their jobs. It's just, I genuinely am, I feel like I have no idea what the future of education will look like, because anybody will be able to use something like ChatGPT to just write essays or do analyses of topics or whatever, right? You know, that was like one of the things we spent a lot of time on in high school.
To go to the bathroom,
like
what are you
essays
in
and
the
writing
bathroom?
analysis and whatnot.
European, ha 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 ha.
European. Ah, I got it. Got him. ChatGPT is very inaccurate.
Hey, Doug.
Yeah, but
can we take the test too?
It's been out for like a year. You do realize that in 5 or 10 years, it's going to be perfect, right? It's going to be smarter than your high school teacher is. It's going to know way more than your high school teacher does. It's going to be better at writing essays than your high school teacher does. Like it's going to be wild, man. Perfect is a stretch. I think if you can't acknowledge the ridiculous speed at which AI is improving and see that it will basically be perfect in the future, then I think you have a case of the dumb. Electronics are banned from exam rooms, right? But it's just like anything take home, right? It's just interesting, right? I'm sure when calculators were invented, people were like, "Oh God!" When they invented the abacus, all right, I bet a lot of teachers were like, "Oh no, now how will we teach students how to count? They're just going to use the abacus to cheat." And this is another abacus moment, dude. And we're going to get through it. I think it's fascinating. I think it will be a net positive for humanity. But I am also, it's one of those things where I just look back on my own experience growing up, and it's going to be completely different growing up as a kid in the future. The future being now, growing up now in the future. Hiding an abacus under the desk during a math test. How the fuck do you even use it? Hold on, how do you use an abacus? How do you use an abacus? All right, quick detour. Maybe this will come up on the history exam. This is a good use of time. I'll look at abacus
Doug,
while the alerts get
someone
slightly
who
caught
took
up.
AP classes to near entire high school history. This is very giving me war flashbacks.
But like in a good way, right? Like pleasurable war flashbacks. What is going on?
This AI thinks it's so superior to us. Chat, we need to protest so Doug doesn't replace us with chat.
Oh, so it's like binary kind of. So 1 beat equals 5, so then you would have the beat, like if you beat up, that means it's 5. See this, so this is 3 total on this. 1 beat equals, okay, that's kind of cool. Wait, but 1 beat equals 50.
Hey Doug, if you fail, are you going to become a super senior?
What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Wait, how would you represent like 65 on this? Because you turned 50. Oh, these beads equal 10. Oh, okay, that's cool. So this would be 50 and then 10 and then 3. So this is like these two columns would be 63. Okay, I get it.
Hey Doug, I just wanted to say, congrats on winning League of Their Own. You really deserved it. Also, the answer to this question is 1751.
Thank you. Base 5 edition.
Doug,
Yeah, this is a
you
little
may
strange.
be having issues with emails as you don't have an SPF record on your domain. You should add one.
Yeah, it gave me some warning about that. Something like that I haven't had time to look into. I will try to look into that. So, yeah, like a lot of my emails have not been sending because they think I'm a hacker or something. I don't know. Okay.
Hey Doug, I know you hear this all the time.
Wait, I have an idea.
But this is my first TTS, so I am legally obligated to say your content is just the best. Cure for a happy marriage.
Thank you.
Point Crow introduced me to your channel during his subathon with your Red Dead telekinesis video, and I've been hooked ever since.
Thank you, man. Glad you enjoy. I'm gonna try turning the alert delay to 0 seconds. Let's see what happens. I think this might speed it up a lot.
Hey Doug, I'm currently in a biotransport class. The minimum grade to pass is 11%. This is at a top US public university.
That is wild. Oh, wait, this seems a lot faster.
So what you're saying is that you need to submit this to a college to see if it gets accepted. Which university should you submit it to?
That's a good idea. Jesus, take the wheel. Pablo, thank you for the 5 good subs. At the end of the stream, remind me to email my test results to a college or tweet at them.
The numbers are on a curve. A certain percent must get each number, so the actual percent on the test you need varies from year to year.
Oh, interesting.
Hey Larry, make sure you take notes. Diaz notes, got him.
That doesn't, none of that landed. Okay, now we're moving through alerts pretty quick.
Hey Doug, for my history finals I usually just listen to non-stop screaming. It seems to help. Hey Mr. Doug, will there be a bathroom break before we start the test?
For the final one, yeah. Okay, no, we're not doing that. That was a truly awful idea, thank you. Mad Zane, thank you for the 12 months. I feel smarter already. That's so fucking true, dude. What are we doing? Oh, we're in Unit 4. Right, I got distracted. Okay, the alerts are just going to blitz through now. So we should actually get
my
caught up.
garlic dressing went down my sleeve at lunch today.
Ooh. Hate to see that. Okay. The topic for unit number 4. is teach without using vowels.
Hi from Israel, Doug. It's currently 12 a.m. and I should probably go to sleep.
Did you fall asleep while writing that?
Hey Doug, why was Australia and Oceania not mentioned? Have we always been at war with Oceania or something?
Look, these are AI experts, okay? Barry and Perry know what they're doing. The wheel knows what it's doing. ChatGPT knows what it's doing. This is the future of education. If you aren't ready to fuck, then get off the education train, dude. You gotta get on board, or you're gonna be left behind. No, the alert's not caught up. I apologize.
Hi Doug, I for real finished my degree earlier and am super happy about it. Love the stream and don't forget rigged.
Congrats. All right, we're copying unit 4. Please teach me blah, blah, blah. Potential topics include...
Wait, what happened in Doug?
I remember when Doug did Doug. What a time to Doug.
Okay.
But wait, what happened in Doug?
This is... Okay, this one's gonna be rough.
Very exciting to be able to catch a stream. I'm normally not awake at the time as I live in Doug. Any others out there?
Okay, that's funny. Everybody, get ready to read. Please teach me the period of history from 1450 to 1750. Including advances in ocean exploration, the development of new maritime empires, and the effects of new cross-cultural encounters. Potential topics include the development and expansion of maritime empires, but you must remove all vowels from your answer. I can't fucking read this. The period of history, I assume is a history from 1450 to, was marked by dozens in Kunstberten, the development of new Merton MERPs, and the fix of the Chris control centers. Oh, that's control centers. Potentialpics called the development and expand. Okay, I'm going to try to read what I think it says. During this period, many cities began to explore the world's oceans. This led to the discovery F and W islands, lands, what is this? And turd rats. Purple Merton nerds such as Pertgle, Spun, and the Nerdlands. I know it's kind of late in the day. Do we have any Pertgleese here? Begin to develop new MERPs in the world. This MERPs lewd them to turn with Mr. Criters and bald-trapped mippers. This perd Wislow murked by Chris control centers between different critters and people. This lulled in shrunk? What is shrung? What is shrung? What is that supposed to mean? F news and different discurve skirt-esque the nocturne F titum the Western world by the chins. Who are the chins? Chinese. Okay, Chinese are involved with this. This also lit control exchanges where people from Durfant Curdles learned beat nethers kutum and bulfs. This perd was in merger chung and world history. ST marked the beginning of goblins and the Merton MERPs. The perd also marked by the development of chicknogs and the discovery of knowledge. Okay. I don't feel like I learned that much. Let's practice. Can you match figures terms of the scientific revolution with the correct definition? Okay, there's only 14 questions. Discovered that planets orbit the sun in an elliptical pattern. Oh, that was the Portugals. Oh, that's Galileo. Shit. The belief that the sun is the center of the universe. That's Copernicus. I think, therefore I am. That's Socrates. Where's Socrates? Is it Copernicus? Newton? Separation of government institutions and persons mandated to represent the state from religious institutions. Skepticism, maybe? The belief that Earth is the center of the universe. That's Copernicus, right? Believe that people should listen to what is written in the Bible. Kepler, maybe? I don't know. First to come up with the helio... That's Copernicus. I finally got it. A questioning attitude or... I knew he had something to do with the sun. A questioning attitude or doubt towards one or more items of putative knowledge. Scientific revolution? What? Came up with theories of gravity. Okay, that's Newton. Boom. Belief that people should observe and experiment to find the truth. That's scientific revolution. Discovered the first comet. Galileo, maybe? Complete change in the fundamental institutions of society. Revolution? Okay. Came up with a scientific method. That's Descartes, probably. Last question. Supported the heliocentric model by inventing a high-powered telescope and bringing findings to the church. Descartes? That was not Descartes. Okay, I got a 29%. And that's passing in the country of Pertle. In the country of Pertgol. Did you know that in spin, you only needed 28% to pass? Okay, every unit has gone worse than the previous one. I am not feeling super confident.
If you are looking to increase your bird's mating library, I have a YouTube video of ostrich courtship and mating.
No.
You even get to see the ostrich's penis.
No.
Should I email you the link or send it to one of your mods?
No, my email is not working,
Hey,
and the
Doug,
mods
fun
are all
bug fact.
banned.
One day you'll have to answer for all of your war crimes. I mean, all the bugs go BZZZZZ.
All of my recommendations on YouTube were birds fucking after yesterday. That was not a good idea. It is Spain
Hi,
without
Diablo
the I
Doug the
and
Cheater,
the E.
king of shit, protector of otters, explainer of food and patron saint of divorce in a league of his own. Sup?
It's a 2-year subscription.
That's
So-
cash in the trash.
Super F Flair, thank you for the 2 years. Appreciate it. Damn, the alerts are just cooking now.
Hey Doug, congrats on winning League of Legends.
Close.
Didn't get him. Sad face.
Close. Scientific. Beep boop. All right, Unit 4's done. Pointer Sheep, thank you for the 12 months. Appreciate it. We're on to Unit 5.
Doug,
Revolutions.
just wanted to know if you'll be attending PAX this week.
I will not. No. I will probably be at PAX West this year. No, I will probably be at TwitchCon.
Please pay me money for doing nothing.
TwitchCon
Thank
Vegas.
you for your time.
Thank you, Comp Sock. Very cool. I'll probably be at TwitchCon Vegas, but
Doug,
those are the
I
only two I
heard
have planned.
history is actually fake. Can you confirm?
It seems pretty real so far. Want to hang out in Vegas? Yes. Are you guys going?
Hey,
Or you?
Doug,
I don't.
I
It
got
could
the
just be you.
magnet rings
Well,
and
yeah,
I
let's
got
all
to
hang.
say, you were right. Total game changer.
They're the best. I've been more on a spinning pen streak recently. I learned how to do this and just do an infinite loop, so that's that's pretty good. So far,
Fun
yes.
history
Sweet.
fact: more than 200 skeletons were found underneath Benjamin Franklin's house.
I don't know if that's true. Maybe the AI will cover
Hey,
it.
Doug, I had a dream where you told me to eat more vegetables.
I was right. Abby, we should all pitch in and get like a dope ass Vegas penthouse. That'd be sick. Probably a lot of people are thinking the same thing, but I've never done that. I've never just blown a bunch of money on like a sick hotel room and whatnot. That would be sick. We should do it. We should all just throw in like a giant pit. I bet they have like a a swimming pool in the shower or something, like something crazy LA shit. I mean Vegas shit. We should do that. It'd be awesome. I never just like splurged on a vacation ever because they're a terrible use of money. Swimming. I mean, you know what I mean. It's like Vegas. They'll have like tigers in the bathrooms or something. Interesting. Benjamin Franklin did have a bunch of skeletons in the house. Okay, maybe we'll ask about that later on. So Doug doesn't splurge. First off, that's not how you spell splurge. Secondly, I just don't. I like traveling is such a. You know, it's such a. You spend so much money, man. It's wild. It's crazy how much money you just like blow when you travel. That's not to say it's not worth it. It's just when I travel, I'm not in a spend even more money mode. But I might splurge in Vegas. That'd be kind of dope. That sounds weird. I might splurge in Vegas. All right, let's move on. Unit 5. You're going to start your study of the period 1750 to 1900 by exploring the new political ideas and developments in technology that led to large-scale changes in government, society, and economics. Okay, potential topics include revolutions against existing governments and the birth of new nation-states, the Enlightenment, the Industrial Revolution, and trade policies. Cool. Hey, who here is excited for Unit 5 revolutions? I got distracted? Okay, well, we were talking about splurging in Vegas. I'll catch you up later. Just ask Point Crow if he's down to splurg with me in my hotel room. He'll know what it means. The theme for Unit 5 is I wanted to learn this one. Maybe it's not a big deal. Okay. Dude, every unit is getting harder. I guess that's history for you, huh, chat? Am I right, guys?
Spoiler alert, Germany loses. Twice.
Hey, no spoilers in chat.
Hey Doug, when is the oxygen gates opening? I'm running low.
Nah, you'll be fine for another couple weeks. Hey, can we get
Mainstream media wants
prediction
us to
in
believe
chat?
they could build a road out of silk.
Yeah, do your own research about the Silk Road. Can we get a prediction from everybody? What do you think the word will be? What do you think the word is going to be that summarizes this unit?
At PAX. I had a gift to give you. Do you have a P.O. box?
I don't, unfortunately. At least not a public one that I'm making available to people. Trenton, thank you for the 12 months. Yeah, sorry about that. I never said I was going to PAX East, though. But you can take a picture of it, I guess, and send it to my email.
Hey, Duke Tholomew. I'm going outside for a bit and leaving the stream on for my cat who likes to watch. Please don't say any naughty words, she is only 2.
That guy's going to be really confused when he comes back.
Hello, first time seeing you. Actually, I never even heard of you. I found you because I just got divorced. Well, why are you bald? This money is for Park, sir. I don't know who he is yet.
You sound very confused, even more so than the normal.
This money
Doug
isn't
viewer.
for you, it's for your trophy. Got him.
Roasting me, dude. Okay. Well, we got a lot of predictions.
Yongla these nuts.
This is why we need alerts to be not so behind. Because that would have been hilarious 2 hours ago when we were talking about the Yongle guy. Who was he? He was like the president of China or something. I don't even remember any of the shit we've learned. Bubbly Vacuum, thank you for the 12 months, man. I appreciate it. The word will be none of these, dude. I don't know.
Dababab is good study music. It helps me think. Mostly about dababas.
You mean this song?
Can you have the AI teach chat about the history of me and ex-wife? Please make sure it goes into our dating period, marriage period, our first child, and our divorce. I want chat to truly understand who we were and what happened in our lives. Testicle.
Hey Doug, try to get the level of summa cum laude on this test. Trust me.
Dude, I'm trying, man. We're learning. Okay. I'm going to pause and unpause alerts occasionally. So, but removing
Hey
the
Doug,
delay in between
I'm
alerts
going
is
to
helping
need
a
you to
lot.
pick me up from the airport around 5 a.m. tomorrow. Thank you.
You didn't even say which airport.
Saga of Tonya the Evil.
Please, teach me the period of history from 1750 to 1900 by exploring blah, 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 blah. Potential topics include the revolutions against existing governments and the birth of new nation states. No, hold on. No, we need to read this whole thing. Otherwise, we're not going to... The answer isn't going to really hit. ChatGPT. Please teach me the period of history from 1750 to 1900 by exploring the new political ideas and developments in technology that led to large-scale changes in government, society, and economics. Potential topics include the revolutions against existing governments and the birth of new nation states. But please contain your response to a single word. Modernization. We're ready. Okay, time for the practice quiz. Get the picture. Can you choose whether these are signers of the Declaration of Independence, brands of charcoal, types of fireworks, or battles of the American Revolution? What? Okay. Royal Oak. Wait, hold on. This is... Okay, it's either the Founding Fathers, a charcoal, a type of firework, or battles of the American Revolution. Okay. Royal Oak sounds like charcoal. Okay. White Plains. That sounds like a firework. Fuck. Germantown. That's definitely the war. The Willow. That's a firework. Kingsford's a coal. Jealous Devil? That's gotta be a firework, right? There's no way that was a battlefield. That's a coal? That's a chart. Sparklers is fireworks. Hancock is one of the founders. Garandola. That sounds like a battlefield? Fountains. That has to be the firework, right? Okay. Cowboy. Was there a battle in the American Revolution for cowboy? Was one of our founding fathers named Cowboy? It's gotta be charcoal. It's gotta be charcoal. Okay, it was. Brandywine. That is... Ooh, that's probably a founding father. Fuck. Crozet. That's a founding father. That's a firework. Middleton. That's gotta be a battlefield. Really? Huntington's gotta be a battlefield. Also a founding father. Newport has to be a battlefield. Van Creek has to be a battlefield. Whipple. I'm going firework. Fuck. How many more? 2 left. Rockwood's definitely charcoal. Thornton. I'm going battlefield. Fuck. Okay, 55%. Not too bad. That's a passing grade in spun. Below average. Look, we're getting better though. It's all thanks to modernization.
It's always hey Doug, but never how Doug. So how Doug?
That's because that's not how the English language works.
Doug, when I saw you get that streaming award, I thought, this is the greatest C-tier celebrity I know. Go Doug.
Thank you, Kane. Revolutionary! I'm enlightened! Thanks, Barry Perry! Oh shit, there's a bonus game. Alright, give it to me. Unit 5 Revolutions. Who's that revolution guy? I didn't learn any of this. Okay, I literally just learned like 3 people. Fuck. John Hancock, that was one of them, right? I'm going Hancock. Edmund Cartwright. Who the fuck is Edmund Cartwright? Fun fact, he invented the first wool combing machine. Okay. Okay. Who's that Enlightenment Revolution guy? I don't know anybody from the... All I learned was modernization. I mean, Napoleon, maybe? Isaac Newton. They all look the same. The outline is the same. He invented calculus. There's nothing derivative about that. Who's that American Revolution guy? That is George Washington. They have the exact same outline. They're all just guys wearing wigs. Ugh. Alright, we're done with Unit 5. He's literally on the money. You can't tell me... Look, hold on. I need to rein it back in. I have been doubting the study guide from Barry and Perry, the AI historians. They know what they're doing. Let's continue. We're moving on to Unit 6. Consequences of industrialization. You'll continue to investigate the period of 1750 to 1900 and learn how the different states acquired and expanded control over colonies and territories. Potential topics include state expansion in the 18th and 19th centuries, resistance to imperialism, economic imperialism, and the growth of the global economy. Okay, cool. Okay, let's pull up the history wheel. Next theme. Okay, gonna teach you like Thanos. Okay, we're gonna have to set up a whole fight scene in novel AI. Yeah, we need... Okay, Thanos needs to explain how it's properly balanced. Endgame spoilers, okay? We're gonna use the final battle of Endgame as the setup, right? We got to.
Doug, you need to set up predictions with the test scores.
Yeah, I guess
Hey
we'll have to do
Doug,
that.
what is going on? Is this the new Mario video game the kids are talking about?
Yeah, the new Mario game is US history.
Doug, so good to see you after so much. I haven't been able to catch up lately, and I have had a burning question. Do you get to the Cloud District very often, Douglas?
Literally every night. This is not even a spoiler for Endgame. It's a spoiler for the setup of the final battle of Endgame, which, spoiler alert, all of the Avengers are there, and Thanos is there, and then they fight. I'm not even telling you the outcome. I guess the novel AI will tell you the outcome, maybe, but it's got to be like a history vibe. Okay, let's write this out. I'll let the alerts go during this section. Okay, all right, we gotta make a whole scene. This is Unit 5, right?
Hey Doug, as a history
unit are we
segue tour
on?
guide with a college degree in history,
6.
whom hosts a history podcast and will be going to grad school for more history. Holy God, Doug, I'm scared for this stream.
No,
Good luck.
we're learning a lot.
Doug, what if you wrote an AI to respond to your emails for you?
The thing is, when I talked about emails like 2 hours ago when this first came up, it's not that I like want to be an asshole to people who email me. The point is I don't have time to reply, not that I want to spam back at
Hey,
people.
Doghole, I love how your hair smells just before you wake up, Doug Hart.
It is the final
Doug.
battle. Thank you.
Doug. Hey, what's up? Want to get to the Cloud District with me and Doug Jr.? And Doug? Hey Doug, recent divorcee here. Do you have any tips on how to make getting through the divorce easier?
You just gotta, come into Twitch chat.
Hey Doug,
And bring it
St.
up
Patrick's
constantly.
Day was my birthday and I was wondering if you would take a shot with me. I'm ready when you are, my man.
Wasn't that like 4
Where
days
are
ago?
you taking notes?
That was so long ago. Yeah, I don't really drink anymore. My stomach is a coward, and I just get really sick. I do actually need to drink. I might do a drunk stream at some point. I just get sick the whole next day when I drink now. Unfortunately. After snapping half of life out of the universe, Thanos has made what's the actual line he says? It's perfectly balanced as all things should be? What's the actual word? It's a hangover, it's just really, really hungover. The reason I need to drink is because I'm on a new medication, and I want to see what happens when I drink on it, to make sure that if I'm ever drinking in public, that if there's any weird side effects, I know about it. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. So this is the line. Good idea. I mean, I'll just say it. I'm taking Lexapro now. So I'm like, just started it. But I've heard that on Lexapro, you get like really tired when you drink. So I want to, if, for example, I'm going to go drink with friends, I would rather know what might happen if I drink versus just finding out for the first time. That's all I mean. So I could do it on stream though, so that thousands of people get to watch. That would be funny. After that. Iron Man, Spider-Man, Thor Man, and who else? Who else was in the Avengers? And Jeremy Renner's character have met to do battle with Thanos. At the, where do they fight at the end? Dude, I don't remember. Where do they fight? No, Joe Biden wasn't there. Where do they fight at the end of the Avengers? You don't know the names. I'm not like some hardcore spider. Jeremy Renner's guy is like Nighthawk or Arrow Man.
Hey Doug, recent divorcee here. Do you have any tips on how to make getting through the divorce easier?
Thank you, Doug's unborn child. I'm not looking at chat. I literally don't remember his name. Arrow something.
Hey Doug, I was so stoked that you won a BAFTA for streaming.
Arrow...
I went to my local shop
Hawkeye.
and shouted at the top of my voice, Doug won an award, and everyone in the shop cheered. The manager of the shop was brought to tears and gave all the food away. Thank you, Doug.
Oh, I'm glad I could inspire.
Something important so you aren't tricked. James Cook was not a cook. I feel lied to and sad. Doug, great stream so far. I had an odd feeling that you could use some B12. Please take some B12.
Oh, dude, I got my vitamins. All right, I'm getting super distracted. I'm turning off. I can't do the alerts. It's the final battle between the Avengers and Thanos. After snapping half of all life out of the universe, Thanos made things perfectly balanced as all things should be. However, the Avengers, consisting of Iron Man, Spider-Man, Thor Man, and Jeremy Renner's character, have met to do battle with Thanos at the cliffs of Dover. I don't know. Using all of their collected magical superhero might, the Avengers are ready to take Thanos down. Wait, who's teaching history in this conversation? Is Thanos teaching the history, or is it the Avengers? Thanos is teaching the history. Okay, so the Avengers, however, they know that they can't defeat the Titan without... Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, so they want to know why. Wait, okay, why would Thanos start replying with history? Wait, hold on. Why would the Avengers ask about history? The Avengers need to segue into teach me the period of history. So why would they ask this? Backstory. No, I know. What is the converse? It's a confusion tactic. Thanos, you are pure evil. Thanos replies, I know, Iron Man. but the world must be perfectly balanced. Tom Holland needs help with his homework. This is the this Does this work? Is that a good enough prompt by Iron Man? So man, what are you talking about? So many. Sorry, so man. Yeah, he was a
Gender fluid pride, 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 gender fluid pride,
Sorry.
gender fluid pride, gender fluid pride, tons gender pride, tons gender pride, tons
I'm
gen.
gonna skip the alert, but thank you for the 300 bits. Thank you for the pride. No, he's saddened by the loss of everybody in the universe, not of just of So Man. So Man is not an Avenger, I don't
As
think.
someone that is currently struggling in college at the moment, I am going to have to try studying like this.
AI is the future. This is how we're gonna learn, man.
Hey Doug, what is the name of that song which goes hoop pow?
I think we already covered that. I wish Iron Man would say that in the movie. Spoiler alert. He can't anymore.
The only solution is to put a giant now playing visual over the top of the entire stream to show people what music you are playing.
No, I will never do that. I don't want a visual on screen saying the song. Okay. Is this good? This is too long, but that's okay. Actual spoilers. No, I've said repeatedly that there's going to be spoilers for Endgame here. And I didn't even say, yeah, Iron Man took a vow of silence. I don't know. It's time to learn Unit 6. It is the final battle between the Avengers and Thanos. After snapping half of all life out of the universe, Thanos has made things perfectly balanced as all things should be. However, the Avengers, consisting of Iron Man, Spider-Man, Thor-Man, and Jeremy Renner's character, have met to do battle with Thanos at the Cliffs of Dover. Using all their collected magical superhero might, the Avengers are ready to take Thanos down. They want to know why Thanos would commit such a horrible act and snap half of life out of the universe. So Iron Man steps forth and shouts at Thanos, "Thanos, you are pure evil." Thanos replies, "I know, Iron Man, but the world must be perfectly balanced. I don't care how many lives I must destroy to enable this dream." Iron Man sheds a tear, saddened by the loss of so many. He then slowly turns his head up and whispers to Thanos, "Before the fight begins, tell me one thing, Thanos. Tell me the period of history from 1750 to 1900 and how the different states acquired and expanded control over colonies and territories. Potential topics include state expansion in the 18th and 19th centuries and resistance to imperialism." Thanos responds with a look of complete confusion on his face. He thought he was about to die. It is the first day of school for Tilly. She looks around her new class. No, we're bailing on Tilly. We're going back to Thanos. The Avengers are all shocked by what has just transpired. Their hearts are filled with sadness for all those who died. Thanos looks around and says, "Bye!" with a huge smile on his face. He snaps his fingers and is gone. The Avengers continue to stare at the place where Thanos had been standing, not knowing what happened or how they could go on. A man walks up to them who happens to be Tony Stark's father. Tony Stark asks his father, "Dad, please." Tell me one thing. Tell me the period of history from 1750 to 1900 and the different states acquired and expanded control. His father replies, Thanos, 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 before he too disappears. Finally, the Avengers realize that it was just a trick, and their leader, Captain America, shouts, I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. Wait, so with a little bit of hope, the Avengers decide to move on to another area of the battlefield when suddenly they hear Thanos say, what the fuck? He appears right next to the Avengers. Says, oh, it's you guys. Did you enjoy my little play? I'm glad your team is so motivated. There's a lot of work to be done if we're going to get this planet back to its former glory. Then Thanos tells Captain America about the period of history from 1750 to 1900 and how the different states acquired and expanded control over the colonies and territories. Captain America says, thank you, Thanos. You really helped us out. With a smile on his face, Thanos says, no problem, Cap. No problem at all. When the Avengers finally make it through the rest of the war, they see that Thanos has snapped half of all life out of the universe. Thanos is satisfied and gives a quick wave goodbye before disappearing. After the Avengers defeat Thanos, there's only a few beings left on Earth. With no other choice, Thanos turns around and sees a beautiful woman walking towards him. Okay. Thanos beat the Avengers. And that means we're done with Unit 6. Let Thanos cook. No, we gotta learn. We gotta move on. We gotta learn history. Thanos. Maybe the girl was Tilly. I wonder if that. Oh, I wonder if that was Tilly. We're always gonna wonder, chat. We're always gonna wonder. Let's practice what you've learned. This doesn't look. Oh, this is an imperialism quiz. We got 10 questions. Blank is the domination by one country of the political, economic, or cultural life of another country or region. Imperialism? Humanitarian and blank goals prompted expansion. Probably geopolitics? The White Man's Burden is a poem written by probably this person. It's the only name. The blank war resulted from a conflict between British merchants in China. Opium Wars? The blank were the Dutch settlers in South Africa. Probably the Boers? Blank controls when local government officials is used. Indirect. The Meiji Restoration occurred in Japan. Well, I just know that. That was in Japan. The Scramble for Africa? The Righteous Fist of Harmony started what rebellion in China? Well, it's got to be this rebellion because it has the word rebellion in it. Taking land for a strategic purpose is geopolitics? Oh, shit, 90%. Okay, Thanos crushed it. Dude, if this is what the AP history exam is like, I'm ready. Thanks, Thanos. If you had continued the Tilly lore, you would have gotten 100%. I don't think Tilly would have answered the religious question. I don't think, and I could be wrong. I don't want to... Look, I'm not doubting the AI or the AI historians. I just don't know that any of these questions were actually explained by Thanos at any point. But look, I trust them. Imperial. Industrial. Okay, that's Unit 6. We got 3 more. Unit 7, Global Conflict. Ooh, this should be good.
Hi chat, I just wanna say I'm a huge fan of you guys and I hope I see more of you here chat. Also hi Doug wee wee woo.
Sup. Okay, I'll do one continue on the other one. We'll see if it was Tilly.
My wife used Chat GPT to cheat. We're getting divorced next week.
It's the future, man.
Hey Doug, loving the stream. When do you plan on doing the D&D stream?
I don't know. I was going to do potentially Thursday. But now the Wednesday stream I was going to do with Ludwig is now going to be Thursday. So maybe Wednesday, if I can get it all ready tomorrow. If not Wednesday, probably Sunday or Tuesday of next week. I'm sorry that I can't give you a day in advance. I just I don't sleep well, so it's always kind of dependent on how I'm doing. Can we get a prediction in chat? Do you think the beautiful woman that Thanos sees is Tilly? This is not for anything. This is just a pride. Thanos turns around and sees a beautiful woman walking towards him.
I'm getting divorced next week, so I'll finally be able to subscribe to famous Twitch streamer Doug Doug.
She has long brown hair and dark eyes. True. Her skin is pale and her body is strong and fit. Thanos approaches the woman with his arms open wide and she stops. Thanos says, "Hello, beautiful." Thanos seems like kind of a creep. "My name is Thanos." The woman smiled and says, "My name is
if
Death."
a high schooler is using ChatGPT to write an essay. If Timmy, who can barely string a complete sentence together in person, suddenly drops a banger of a paper, he either paid for it or had it generated. Won't change much on that score.
I think it will be more
this is very late,
complex.
but as a transfish person, I appreciate the support from chat. Genuinely toe trans pride. We will be known as us.
Well, on the
Hell yeah.
topic of using AI to write essays, the students will use it to write their assignments, learn nothing and bomb their written tests. Hey, when can we have Doug GPT? Chat already has their GPT, seems like the next logical step, right? Hey Doug, first time dono, love your content. Also Chat GPT can be jailbroken to do whatever you want. Just Google the prompt you put in to break it. It turns the AI into Dan stands for do anything now.
I believe that was
I've been using it
fixed.
to make stupid scripts.
I
Honestly,
believe that
it's
was
completely
fixed.
while diving into the
Or
past and
patched or
seeing
whatever.
philosophers like Plato arguing against books for implanting forgetfulness into people's souls. Literally the reason we know these people existed at all.
That is wild. Interesting. Okay, are you actually Tilly from before?
Hey Doug, long time AI,
Oh, it was
first
Tilly.
time college here. I can't wait for the moment you are replaced by Doug Doug AI. 24-hour Peagle streams only using magic hats.
What is going on here? What does this have to do with the Avengers or history? This story
Hey
makes
Doug,
no sense.
a year or so ago I made a program that read live Twitch chat and generated new messages using GPT. It was pretty cool.
That does sound fun. Doing
Hey
something
Doug,
with chat
have you
GPT
met
sounds fun.
Abacus/Abacus these nuts/ got him.
Fucking got me, dude. All right, let's go back to real stuff.
Breath, good afternoon Doug. This is the IRS. You owe us a lot of dineros. Please go to a Western Union and send your money to Belize. Also, I just got a divorce too and gave you my last $3. Breath.
Thank you. I don't think the U.S. IRS is based out of Belize. I don't think that the American Treasury is located offshore. Unit 7, Global Conflict. You'll begin your study of the period 1900 to present by learning about the global conflicts that dominated this era. The topics include change in the global political order after 1900, World War I, World War II, and the interwar period. Okay. Let us bring up the history wheel. The subject for Unit 7. How are you going to condense World War I and II into a haiku? How many syllables is it total? That's like 17 total syllables.
Chatkt. More like chatkt these nuts got him.
That doesn't...
Whenever this donation pops up, I want you all to know that Doug does not love us nor care about us. Pepe Saj.
I don't know exactly what you're basing that off of.
Degrees nuts.
You guys are really fishing for the nuts jokes today.
Well, Doug, you know what they say.
All right, how about...
men, Realvecntnt, TBRGHTNSPTHLNGWRK hours, HPYHVGRTSTRM.
Thank you. That's very kind. How delayed are the alerts now? Maybe they're less delayed slightly. It didn't say a single haiku. I guess I could potentially do a follow-up haiku.
I speak brain damage if you need me translate.
For D&D, are you the DM or the PC? I'm the DM, you guys are the player characters.
Why is Doug speaking Swedish?
Alright, I'm gonna sit here for a sec. I'm gonna let alerts go through for a bit. And we begin the haiku.
Henry DG, BGFNND Twittly NTN RTFCL NTLLGNC hour. JSTWNTDT LVERCNTNT LSRGGD.
Dude, using no vowels in the text of speech is completely incomprehensible. I would love to watch Doug DM a campaign.
Well, you get to watch it soon. Start a revolution against all AI teachers. Anyway, how's it going here?
Doing fine. RGGD. God, we already have the stupidest memes and jokes of arguably any person in human history, any group of people ever, and we can't remove vowels from them. It's just even more degenerate.
Hello, Mr. League of Their Own. How did it feel to win the award? I do believe you have earned your W back.
Good.
Got him.
Oh,
Doug,
okay.
can we all go to a strip club in Vegas?
No, we're not doing that. I'm not doing a meetup at a strip club at TwitchCon. It's a terrible idea.
Fundraiser to get Doug a penthouse wed?
No, I'll splurge on it myself. You know what I just realized I could do? I can make my own Twitch chat extension now that I know how to do like web app type stuff. You know, some like basic...
HDGTHSSDNTNWTHTNYVWLS,
I could automatically filter out all vowels from your messages and make my own version of this chat right here.
Don't give us basement boys any ideas. Chat quick, get the guillotine.
Point Crow neither confirmed nor deny that he'll splurge with me.
You won League of Shadow Legends. Also, I flipped a coin. Guess heads or tails?
Tails. Probably like an hour ago. Okay, we're blitzing through alerts now with this short delay.
The Gathering? It's the game that inspired Hearthstone and has funny goblins.
I've played 3 games of it. It is okay.
Oh wait, it was a battery.
What? Huh? You know we would start exclusively talking in vowels. Yeah, then your message would just not be read. Okay, how far behind in chat are we now? In alerts?
Hey Doug. Large bungle.
Thank you. I think we're still like over an hour behind in alerts, even though I've been blitzing the speed of it. Frog has a fish. What are you doing?
Pucks, this money isn't for you, it's for Doug.
At the risk of people... Okay, bro, I'm gonna ban you, man. You've been subbed for 6 months. What are you doing?
I want to see Doug do this, but with Pokemon, then take Pokemon quizzes using the knowledge the AI gave him.
I mean, at the risk of a bunch of people not doing it, please don't do it. Don't be an idiot. He's just trying to say the N-word without vowels. Dude, what are you doing? What a stupid thing to do. I feel like generally the really stupid behavior in chat comes from non-subs. For some reason, the amount of money you have seems to coordinate with your level of intelligence. No, that's not true. If you're seemingly the only people who do shit like that don't care enough about the channel to sub. All right. Bro, I am,
do you think Karl Marx got stressed out when they invented the turntable because 45 revolutions per minute?
Oh my god, why is that happening?
Learning with Doug. Next
Thank
week,
you, I am the
can
Salt
I
Block.
teach me how to drive a yacht for Chat's boat party adventures around the world?
Yes.
I have never seen George Washington and Ben Franklin in the same room.
That's true. I changed the alert so if it's like 1,000 bits or above, there's like it's slightly different so that I would notice if somebody donates a lot so I can just say thank you. But I don't know why it's super loud and gigantic up
As
there.
part of my ploy to become the favorite child, I am treating my family to the first family vacation we've taken in a decade. I'm so happy vacations aren't a waste of money.
Yeah, it's fine. All right, let's go. I have stalled enough. The alerts are just going to be wildly behind, I guess. What can you do? Unit 7. Please teach me the period of history from 1900 to present by learning about the global conflicts that dominated this era. Potential topics include changes in the global political order, World War I, World War II, the interwar period. But please contain your response to a single haiku. Uh-oh. Wait, is this a haiku? Something went wrong. If this issue persists, please contact us through our help. Now, is it just down? Refresh? Yeah, I probably need to refresh. I'm worried it'll boot me out. Okay, there we go. But please contain your response to a single haiku. World War brought turmoil. Nations rose and fell in strife. Hope for peace still lingers. ChatGPT. ChatGPT, please explain the entirety of World War II in a single haiku. A world in chaos, hatred, death, devastation, victory at cost. Wow. Last line is 6. Wait, was this not a haiku? Hope for peace still lingers. Okay, strike this from the record. That was not a haiku. ChatGPT, please describe in detail all of the factors that led up to World War II, but limit your response to a single haiku. Economic strife, nationalism, militarism, appeasement failed. It's actually pretty good. Wait, is this correct? Nation. Is nationalism one? How many syllables is nationalism? Is that how? We haven't gotten a single haiku. Hold on, it'll be this one. Anything else I should know about this entire period of history? Please limit your response to a single haiku. Technological advancements change the world's face. Globalization. Globalization. That one's technological. Advancements change the world's face. Globalization. That's a haiku. It finally got one. Okay, we're ready. And now, we know Unit 7. Let's practice. Okay, in this quiz, we're going to learn World War I or World War II. Can you determine which events occurred during World War I and which one occurred during World War II? Okay, well, I just know some of this stuff already. Subject of the book, all quiet. Okay, that was World War I. Followed by the creation of the United Nations. That one's 2. Yalta Conference. I'm trying to remember the haiku. Yalta sounds like World War I. Shit. The famed Red Baron, that was World War I. Officially ended with the Versailles Treaty, that's 2. Oops. Battle of Gallipoli was 2. American Expeditionary Force led by General John Pershing. I don't know. 1. Sinking of the passenger liner Louisiana. 2? I don't know. Operation Barbarossa, that was 2. First use of poison gas, that was 1. Battle of Verdun was 2. Oops, I knew that was 1. Creation of the original Keep Calm and Carry On, that was 2. Battle of the Bulges, 2. Formation of the North Atlantic Treaty, that was probably 2. Operation Overlord D-Day, that's 2. Subject of the book Catch-22, that's 1. Battle of Britain, 2. Germany utilized the Schlieffen Plan for a 2-front war. That's 1. Germany breaches the Maginot Line, that's 2. Second Battle of the Marne. Fuck. That's in France, it's gotta be 2. Fuck. I meant 1. Wait, hold on. How did I do? 65%, that's a passing grade here in America. Okay, haiku strat worked. I mean, again, I'm not sure if this is the format of how the final exam is shaped, but... Fuck yeah, let's go. Hey, fuck you. Thanks, Barry and Perry. Oh, we got a bonus game. Bonus-tacular. Global Con, can you assassinate Archduke Franz Ferdinand? I love this game. I know I could. He looks like this. Okay. So he's got a big mustache. I got it. You got this. You can do it. Mission 1. Oh, I got him. Okay, I killed him. Okay, that's 1 out of 3. Okay, I'll give myself 5 seconds. There are 2, 3, 4, 5. Where the fuck is Archduke? There he is. I see you. Okay, I think I missed. That's 1 out of 3. Chat, countdown. I get 5 seconds to the last assassination. Go! Jesus Christ. This is 2, 3, 4, 5. Where is he? Dude, there's like 10,000 people here. I can't even zoom in anymore. Does anybody see him? Okay, I'm not looking at chat. I'm gonna figure this out by myself. I'll let alerts go. I'm going to find him.
This message was sent at 2:20 p.m. PST. That's 5:20 p.m. PST. Scarlet Manwich.
Is he just not in here? Isn't this like the Battle of Troy? Why would he be here?
Hi Doug, in my experience Lexapro makes you drunk faster on less alcohol. I saved so much money at bars.
Okay.
Doug, you clearly aren't a Lexapro at this.
Got him. I'm also on keto, which makes you drunker from less beer. So now it'll take like 1 beer to get me wasted. Okay, I'm gonna look at spoilers. Does anybody see him? I don't think Franz Ferdinand. You need to look at the PowerPoint. Hint, don't look. Okay. Oh, he's just not there. Okay, so I only got 1 out of 3. Whatever, Unit 7's done. I'm feeling good. Ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on to the Cold War and decolonization. As you continue exploring the period 1900 present, you'll learn about colonies' pursuits of independence and the global power struggle between capitalism and communism. Look closer. He's in the volcano. No, he's not. No, he's not. Is he?
Doug,
No, he's
I was
not.
looking into the early 1900s. It seems that chat might be able to commune together to overthrow you. Biff would be the best Avenger for sure.
Stay zoomed out. Okay, Barry is saying stay zoomed out. What is this like?
You got this.
Oh my
You're
god!
gonna get an A+ on the history test.
How often does he do that?
When do we get to the part where
Fuck you.
Thanos and Iron
Wait, if
Man
I
make
zoom in,
out
he goes
that's all
away.
I'm here for?
I'm going to kill that weaselly.
If you won't give us a bar telling us the song,
see you!
can
I
you
see
give
you!
us a very loud voice screaming the name of the song when it starts and ends?
Guys, I swear Franz Ferdinand is real.
Doug, what's the name of the song that goes da 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 NYU 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 new NYU 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 do 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 do
I think that's Pepsi Man. Wait, hold on. Okay, shh. Shh, 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 shh. Nobody say anything. Wait, lull him into a false sense of security. And now? We got him. The Duke is dead. Let's move on to unit number 8. Okay. There's so many tabs open now. Where's the history wheel? Here's the history wheel. Oh, because these are done. Okay. For Unit 8, we will learn in the following way. Okay, we're gonna do it like a sitcom. I feel like I will actually learn a lot from this.
Doug, you've probably already heard this, but you could use some of the ChatGPT jailbreak. They'd be really funny for these kind of streams. Also Big Bungle.
I could have sworn that I had heard that those got that those were scaled back. Like they figured out how to stop that. We needed the laugh track. Okay, you do actually need the laugh track for the sitcom. Hold on. Please only laugh
No, this chat,
when a relevant
the man
joke
who will be
has been said in the
performing your
sitcom.
future colonoscopies is using ChatGPT to cheat through med school as we speak. Hey Doug, the
Oh, I
magic
can't
hat
open it. Hold
doesn't
on.
fit because of your large sagittal crests.
Look, my crests are huge, bro. I've been working
Happy
out.
Halloween, Douglas. There are new and different jailbreaks. They generate really funny responses sometimes.
Interesting.
Also Colossal Bungle.
We will.
Hey Doug,
I will look
did you
into that.
know it's Diarrhea Awareness Week? It runs till Friday.
Ha 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 ha.
Is it just me, or does the music sound distorted to anyone else?
I don't know. Chat, does the music sound distorted?
Sorry about the spam pride. Didn't know TTS would read emotes
No, you're
out
good.
loud. I'm not a problem person. I promise.
TTS is a little unpredictable for what it will say. You're good. I'm still gonna skip it.
Stream. Love all of your videos, especially the Peggle ones.
Oh, thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hey Doug, first Dono, happy birthday.
Thank you. All right, hold on. Is the music actually okay? Because, as a reminder, this is a new streamer, new PC, and I have been setting everything up. Music's fine. All right, cool.
Hey Doug, are you sick? Looks like you've got a bad case of You're a great content creator. Got him.
Wow, dude.
Hey Dope,
Walked
can you
right
put
into that
Family
one.
Guy clips on screen? I'm getting pretty bored.
You have the power to do that. You can do that on YouTube right now. You don't need me to do that.
Hey Doug, this message is sent at 7:45 EST. Also down Finders Red.
7:45 EST, so 4? Oh, okay, they're like 10 minutes behind now. We're getting close.
If you're wondering how far behind TTS is, I was still in elementary school when I donated this. I'm graduating from Arizona State University tomorrow.
Okay. Okay, I think we're good to go. What's sitcom
The
music?
current of the time of this donation is 7:48 p.m. EST. / I'm currently in the process of divorcing my wife. She wants to take my Doug brand dildo for me. I am not going to let her take it with ease. If she wants it, she'll have to grab it from my anus.
Okay. Why don't we rein in the Doug dildo related comments? Focus on the history we're learning. I can't play Cuphead. Cuphead's a good idea. I can't play the Seinfeld intro. Both of those will get claimed on YouTube, and VOD will be muted and whatnot. I can't just, like, play TV show music, unfortunately. I'm trying to think if there's any video game that has a sitcom vibe. Kevin MacLeod? Yeah, what's like the Monkey Circus one? Monkey Circus. Man, I'm getting a lot of... Oh, it's because I'm not signed in. Monkey... Spinning Monkeys? I think is the name. Kevin MacLeod. Is this really sitcom though? Monkey Island music? I don't really know. I mean, sitcoms don't have like background music, right? They have like transition music. Sneaky Snitch wouldn't be it. That's not sitcom music. It actually kind of fits. Sims music. Sims music might work. Sims soundtrack. You know, building mode. I've never played The Sims, so I don't know if... The Home Depot song. Kevin MacLeod, Carefree. Oh god, no. This just makes me think of annoying Facebook videos. I can't do this one. It's too strongly associated. All of Kevin MacLeod stuff is too associated with other, like, generic YouTube videos. Sims 4 theme song. Yeah. That was it, Barry. Yep, this is the one.
First time catching a stream. I wrote a haiku for you, but I eated it.
First time catching a stream. I wrote a haiku for you, but I eated it. Oh, but I eated it. That's cheating. I'm curious, how far behind are alerts? Are we even remotely caught up? I can't even see who's subbing. Casper the Palest Ghost. How far behind is that?
It's a 2-year subscription.
That's cash in
JB
the
Sherman,
trash.
thanks so much. Appreciate it. Oh, they're only 12 minutes behind. That's cool. Whatever happened to those giant rubber chickens? That was the 1-year subscription sound. Those are in a different room. They're here. I just haven't, had the opportunity. The right, moment hasn't arrived.
Spawning alligators on Doug's roof. Lock your doors. Hello Doug, I just got here. The current time is 7:58 p.m. EST. I'm mad at you. Also, I'm trying keto and why does everything have carbs in it?
Yeah, that's the truth, man. Keto sucks. Sucks so bad, dude. Everything delicious has carbs. But it makes you feel great. It's worth it. Oh, wait. The laugh tracks are working, right? Say a funny joke. What did the chicken say to the beef sandwich? Quit baloneying around. Okay. Not that correct. Okay. Hold off on the laugh tracks until there's an actual joke with the sitcom, okay? Get it out of your system! Get it out of your system! Thank you. That was too funny. We can't stop.
Also, Doug, did they ever unban all your viewers for next to them?
I have no idea, Big Doggo.
Mr. Dogchick, so my dog ate my excuse. Can I use the phone book?
No, you're timed out. You're banned from my classroom.
This will make me so long ago. It's about to come up as a question on this quiz.
No, I think we're almost caught up. All right, whenever the laughing stops, we're continuing.
If you're wondering how far behind CTS is, I'm about to go through my favorite president, JFK, drive around in a limo without a roof. I sure hope nothing happens.
Don't. JFK will be fine. Spoiler alert.
Hey Doug, good luck with the Screamer Awards this weekend.
The alerts are not that far behind. The alerts are, thank you for the $10. The alerts are 5 minutes behind. You are not from the 1960s. Okay, we're actually almost caught up. Are you done?
I just found out that I got accepted to pursue my master's in meteorology and study timing. Does it mean I get to be your meteorologist who tell you when you are calibrated?
You're hired. Dude, how long is this going to go for? These all cost $50,000.
I checked my pants.
Okay. Is this all from that one joke? Alright. Zelter, thank you for the 12 months. Dude, I'm gonna turn it off. I'm literally gonna turn it off. I'm turning it off. Okay, it's off.
Try to find a fake Seinfeld feed. Instead I found Jerry Seinfeld deepfaked into Pulp Fiction. When I tried keto, I became a ravenous, angry beast. My hungry level was out of control. I don't know how you do it. Today is the
takes
first
like a
day
week
you've
or
ever
two
said
to
even
get used
part
to
of
it.
my name. I've given you over $750. Now I know the price.
What? Big Doggo Energy? It's taking that? No. I've said your name, probably. Maybe? Probably. Okay. Let's learn Unit 8. Wait, I kind of want to get caught up with the alerts because they're like 2 minutes behind now. They're 1 minute behind. My God. Now the alerts will actually be relevant to what's going on.
Ha 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 Doug themed dildo.
Any minute now, they're going to be relevant to what's going on.
Oh God, Doug, his head. I didn't know his head would do that. I thought you said head be fine. Doug, I know where you live and I'm gonna smooch you, but you'll never hear this because of the laugh track. Oops.
Well, this is awkward. Okay, we're doing sitcom.
My wife, almost X, says I can't please her anymore, but she keeps sending me on quests to find the clitolongo Doug teeth.
Okay, we're pausing the alerts. Okay, ChatGPT. Please teach me the period of history. From 1900 to present, including the colonies' pursuits of independence and the global power struggle between capitalism and communism. Potential topics include the causes and effects of the Cold War and the spread of communism. But try to make it all a single analogy as if it were a sitcom. A couple of times cut to a commercial break and briefly discuss a product before going back to the show. Sure, let's give it a shot. Welcome to History Happens, the sitcom that takes you through the period of history from 1900 to present. We start off with the colonies' pursuits of independence, where various countries like India, Vietnam, and many others fought for their independence from colonial powers. It was like a game of tug of war, with the colonies tugging at one end and the colonial powers tugging at the other. It was a tough battle, but in the end, the colonies won their freedom. Cut to a commercial break. And now a word from our sponsors. Are you tired of using boring old soap bars that leave your skin dry and itchy? Try our new moisturizing soap that leaves your skin feeling soft and supple. Get yours now. Okay, back. What was the show called? Okay, back to History Happens. Next up, the global power struggle between capitalism and communism. It was like a never-ending game of chess with both sides trying to outmaneuver each other. The Cold War was a prime example of this, with the United States and the Soviet Union engaging in a standoff that lasted for decades. It was a tense time with the threat of nuclear war looming over everyone's heads. Cut to commercial break. And now a word from our sponsors. Do you have trouble sleeping at night? Try our new sleep aid that guarantees a good night's sleep. Say goodbye to tossing and turning and hello to sweet dreams. Order now. Back to the show. Oh, God. Back to the show. The spread of communism was another major topic during this period. Countries like China, Cuba, and Vietnam adopted communist ideologies and implemented them in their societies. It was like a domino effect, with one country after another falling to communism. The United States saw this as a threat to their capitalist way of life and did everything in their power to stop it. And that's a wrap for History Happens. Join us next time for more exciting tales from the past. This felt like more of a documentary than a... Oh, sorry, hold on. Let me turn on the laugh track. Hey, thanks for watching History Happens. All right, there's a lot of laugh tracks going on. Okay, I actually kind of learned some stuff there. We legitimately learned things. I can confidently say, I'm ready for Unit 8. What did we learn? Were you not watching the show? Let's practice what you've learned. Hot, warm, cool, or cold? Can you choose the correct words to complete these hot, warm, cool, or cold things? Is this about the Cold War? A cat on a... I didn't learn any of this. Cat on the cold tin roof? As cool as a cucumber. I know that one. to quit cold turkey. Hot take. Cold Springs, Georgia? Warm Springs, Georgia. Happiness is a cold gun? Warm gun? What is this? Hot Mountain. Cold Mountain. Trey is the drummer for Green Day? We didn't learn any of this. In Cold Blood? Birth of the Warm. Be cool. Cool Runnings. I've got my love to keep me. That's got to be warm. Hot Shots. A police drama. It's got to be Hot Case, right? Cold Case. Long Cold Woman. Hot-Blooded Creature. Oh, Olette. Margaret. Worms. Revenge is a dish best served cold. Leg warmer. Cool Whip. Warm bodies. I don't know. Hot cold fusion. Cool fusion. Warm hot fusion. What's cold fusion? Warm hand Luke. Like death. Colded over. That's not even a word. Cool. Oh, come on. Why would it be death, cold, whatever. Okay, Hot Wheels. How many more do I have? 14. Blue is the coldest color? Blue is not the warmest color. LL Cool J. Red Hot Chili Peppers. To Give the Cold Shoulder. The Cold War. Hot and Beautiful. Billboard. Hot 100. Global Warming. To get cold feet. Drop it like it's hot. Some like it hot. Hot Fuzz. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Blank World animated live action hybrid starring Brad Pitt? What the fuck? Hot World? Okay, but how did I do? 57! Almost a passing grade. Doug, you're lucky you became a streamer. I am learning. Thank you very much. This is what today's all about. It's getting better and smarter. Everybody here is going to walk away from their computer going, wow, I learned something today. And this is a passing grade. In Russia. During the Cold War. I'm sorry, me too. Thanks, Barry and Perry. Okay, Unit 8's complete, dude. Ooh, we're getting there. In Germany, you would have passed. There you go, dude. It just depends where you're taking this US test. Ooh, last one. Globalization. I'm feeling shaky on some of the units. I would love to nail this one. You'll continue your study of the period 1900 to present by investigating the causes and effects of the unprecedented connectivity of the modern world, including advances in technology, globalization, and movements for reform. Okay. Last unit. Our theme is teach you like a pirate captain. I mean, we got pirates in modern day. This could work.
First time donating. It's a haiku TTS. That's cash in the trash.
TTS. That's cash in the trash. Nice.
The fucking laugh tracks were so good I threw up my entire dinner. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, chat. You made one of the people in our community throw up.
These donations are so far behind that when I said this I was about to retire at 60. I'm now in my 20s.
I feel like that's... No. Okay. They like that one.
Doug, My wife said I need to laugh to the laugh track. She is divorcing me.
What? That wasn't a totally coherent
Woo
sentence.
dog, congrats on Unit 1. Excited to see how well you do on this unit.
Hey Doug, Franz Ferdinand is in the water.
Capitalism bog.
Okay, here's Unit 9.
Ha 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 ha.
Got him.
Hey Doug, I recently bought a spinning pen. Do you mind showing me a couple tricks? PLZZZZZ.
I don't really. Okay, on an actual note, I'm not like good at pen spinning. I just know like the very basics. If you just search the very basics, that's all these are. People who are like crazy at pen spinning, those people, you know, they can teach you some stuff, dude. I don't know that much stuff. Okay.
Hi Doug, I just wanted to say my favorite moments of your stream are when Pepsiman is playing.
I have good news for you. You literally don't have to watch my stream for that. You can achieve that dopamine hit just by opening up YouTube, searching Pepsi Man. You aren't dependent on me
I spent my
streaming.
entire day using ChatGPT OpenAI to code very long programs, and it would ruin my next week if I had to see it anymore. Anyways, what are we doing today, Doob? Man, this college exam looks tough.
Did you call me Doob?
I have never been happier to have Mr. Gamba.
Okay, I'm running out of some pirate stuff.
Hey Doug, the year is currently 2016. I sure hope nothing happens at my favorite Hearthstone tournament. Scientifically, blue is one of the hottest colors, as an example being the hottest color is dark and B is blue. Thank you for subscribing to Astronomy Facts. Doug, you'd understand this last chat lesson better if you actually watched One Piece.
One Piece is not very good though.
Hey Dougie, I'm mostly a YouTube watcher. First time catching your stream, don't fail your test or I'm going to get evicted.
Why would your rent be contingent on my test?
Hey Doug, I think you underestimated our power to send irrelevant messages at any time. Good luck on Unit 6. Congrats Doug for winning the award for being literally the best streamer ever. I got here late. Can we rewind to Unit 1? I don't want to fail the test, please Doug, I need to pass this test to graduate.
It's my favorite streamer, Jube.
We only can listen to Pepsi Man here, it's like drinking at a bar versus at home.
I love this one.
Hey Doug, currently having a few drinks and trying to determine how a Doug stream drinking game would work. Maybe a Doug drunk bingo?
Yeah, I don't know.
It is 1224 in
We have no
Wales.
moderation in
It
this
is now
community is the
bedtime.
problem.
Good night and good luck. Have a dance, frog.
Thanks, Jack. Have a good one. All right. This reads like a bad fan fiction.
Hey dude, we
How
decided
dare you
to
talk about
assist us in the final test.
the
If
history
you win,
beard
we will
that way?
collectively gift 100 subs. If we win, you gift us 100 subs.
What? During the what? I don't know what. The sentence is in the past and present tense. Which one? History Beard Sama. No.
I was
He's
trying
not an
to
anime
watch my
character.
favorite streamer, Dub and somehow ended up here.
History Beard
Hey Doug,
Senpai.
hope you're having a nice day on this crisp September day in 2018. So happy to be donating to a new streamer such as yourself. You might even go on to win an award one day.
Yeah,
Anyway, gotta get back to my wife who definitely won't divorce me anytime soon. Colonel Douglas, Irish here again. Was Billy Mays a man who was always celebrated, or was his art form only noticed once he was gone? Doug, wear a Pepsi Man suit as
I
a
don't know.
milestone for Rosa's birthday.
Hold on. Hold. Wear Pepsi Man suit. I don't know if that's like a thing that exists really.
Hey Doug, this is my first time watching What Is Going On. This might also be the last time I'll watch because I'm going blind from your beauty.
Mhm.
Hey,
We're learning
Bud.
history.
Glad to see you're
Hold
still
on.
streaming after winning that award. Anyways, I gotta bounce, Bud. Peace, Bud.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate it.
Hey,
Hold on a
dude,
second, hold
I
on.
forgot to study for the test. Can I look off your shoulder? My mom said I could have a sleepover if I do well.
I don't know if I'm the one you want to cheat off of.
Doug, if we do well on this test, can we open the small window here in the basement? It's been so long since I've seen natural light. The darkness is scary.
Hold on.
Hey,
Hold on.
Boog, don't tell me to hold on.
Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, it has taken 3 hours, but the alerts are not behind anymore. I don't know how we're going to prevent this in the future. But we're getting there. And now, for the last 30 minutes of stream, the donations will be relevant. Also, what song should I use for this? Oh, wait, but I also... Hold on. I also have... Where is it? Where is it? It's somewhere. Hold on. Yeah. All right. Let's learn Unit 9.
A pirate captain sails on the ocean named History Beard. The waters are rough. Enemy ships are pulling up nearby. Ready for combat. Sharks are in the water. Suddenly, right before the fight begins, a young cabin boy of History Beard's crew runs up to him and asks, "Please, History Beard senpai, teach me everything you know about the period of history from 1900 to the present, including causes and effects of the unprecedented connectivity of the modern world, with potential topics including advances in technology and how globalization changed culture, because I know you love history so much." After letting out a long sigh, History Beard begins to tell the boy what he knew. There were many periods in the past that people would use the word historic to describe it, such as the era of the Romans. No. When there was an incredible amount of prosperity, the time of the Greek civilization. We had several prominent philosophers like Socrates and Plato. This unit is about globalization in the 1900s, in the ancient Japanese tradition of Bushido, where samurai sacrificed themselves for the country. However, even though some of these civilizations existed, none of them really made any major contributions to history. In fact, they were all wiped off the face of the earth by a certain event known as the Black Death. God, you're so smart, History Beard. In other words, if the period of history from 1900 to the present is called the modern age, then that means that this period of time has been completely different from everything else that came before it. Yeah. To put it simply, the 21st century marks the beginning of a new era. It's not just because of technology or economy, but also due to the increasing influence of human society. To start things off, let's talk about economics. I think History Beard is done. I'm not gonna let him cook. History Beard is cooking the wrong stuff. He's in the middle of a pirate battle. IASMH, thank you so much for 5 gifted subs. Okay, we're doing one more. We'll see what History Beard has to say about economics.
But it's just better time. Okay, during the Industrial Revolution, machines replaced manual labor and goods became cheaper. This became a rapid increase in economic development. By the end of World War II, the world was booming with economic growth. But what about globalization? Asked the cabin boy. It's true that economic development brought about globalization, but it wasn't until after the Cold War that things started to get interesting. The internet and computers opened a gate to the world and people began to connect to each other. Thank you, History Beard. That was very helpful. That's also true. I mean, he didn't lie. Okay, we're caught up on Unit 9. History Beard is so smart.
Of my entire savings account for your test.
Thank you. He cooked a whole lot right there. He didn't cook any. It was supposed to be about globalization in the 1900s. History Beard is a terrible chef.
Hey Doug, listen to me. Next time we drop from the bus, I think you should go for the waterfall again and then make your way back to the pitchfork.
And he said the Romans and the Japanese have, like, died. I don't think History Beard knows what he's doing.
Hey Doug, they're approaching.
Which AP history is this?
Hey Doug,
this is just
Alan
AP history.
Turing from 1936.
Just
I
the
just invented
world
the
history.
computer and saw your stream. Also, what is Twitch?
History Beard Senpai is never wrong.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Doug, please make sure if you pass to hold this information over your head so we can get a good shot. Don't forget Plaza.
You has to hold this information over your head so we can... What? I don't know what that meant. Head Puppy, thank you for the 12 months, man. Appreciate it. All right. I believe. That we've learned everything we have to know. All right, no. Practice quiz. Okay, time for some practice on Unit 9. Oh, this is Khan Academy. Okay, it's just 4 problems. What industrial revolution advancement sped up the globalization process? Oh, what did History Beard say? He actually talked about this, right? Didn't he say... He said communications. Okay, thank you, History Beard. What do critics dislike about the company Nike? I don't know. It's overpriced. Many Nike products are expensive, but globalization has reduced the cost. Okay. We'll skip that one. Which response best defines the flattening of the modern globalized world as described by the journalist Thomas L. Friedman? He didn't talk about this at all. Is the universal understanding of the decline of creativity? It's the increased spread of misinformation? Maybe this one? Shit. Flat earther is indeed used to put someone down, but Friedman used flattening in a different way. Okay. Last one. How does globalization impact the way people access and consume experiences such as Bollywood movies, Swedish hip-hop, Brazilian soap, and highlights from Congolese football matches? What? It's, I guess, interactions? It diverse? Okay, thank you, History Beard. Okay, we got a 50%. That's a passing grade. In Congo. Okay, I'm feeling... All right. Global. I mean, of all the practice tests we took, most of them were hovering right on the passing line, right? Or a little below. Ooh, bonus game. The globalization game. Click to globalize. Wow. God, I've learned so much. God, you're so smart, History Beard. Okay. I'm fucking ready for this history test. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. All 9 units. Taught you everything I need to know. You're ready. Go get him, history man. Give him help, Brittany. Knock him dead. That's Ransford. Good luck. Who's that? Is that one of the people from Star Fox? Oh shit. Oh, this is the test. Wait. Oh no, I clicked. Hold on. What follows an official 70-question practice test for the AP World History exam. You need a 60% to pass. Click the red button if you are ready to summon the final exam. Okay. Now it begins. Go. What is often considered to be the oldest surviving work of literature? Hold on. Right. How much time? Okay, timer's going. Probably Quran, right? What the fuck? Wait, where's... What? What did I do wrong? Do I have to log in? I think I might have to log in. Yeah, but this booting, it's booting me out. It's automatically taking... Don't we let us submit an answer once a day? Okay, I gotta make an account. Please hold.
The chat GPT was so hilarious live. We aren't even halfway done. Oh man, I am so pumped for the rest of the stream. Let history beard speak. I've never learned this much before. My crochet or that horrific smile is coming along nicely. Slowly but nicely. Why couldn't you have given me a normal smile?
That is my normal smile.
I'm sorry that alerts have behind for so long that I don't want it caught up. I'm scared of change. I have to send some alerts to make sure it's behind again. Okay, I'm starting to feel better. I can feel alerts getting behind.
Ignore the die. The die's not real.
Okay, I think we're far enough behind now. I feel better.
Thank you. Why is it still taking me to the end? What is going on with this? Try closing this link. It's still booting me out. What is it doing? Is it just breaking? I tried refreshing. I mean, we tested this before, just that I didn't obviously look at the questions. We just made sure the site worked. Maybe you have to go into every sub-concept. You shouldn't have to. Wait, just go here? No, cultural history. Wait, it says 22 questions, but then there's 48 pages of questions. What the hell? He has more than one tab open. He's cheating. Okay, that one worked. Okay. Perry found a link that worked. That was weird. Okay, the test continues. So we don't learn... Okay, I don't know what my scores are until the end. Although separate... I'm not looking at chat. That's cheating. Although separated by thousands of miles, traditional housing for wealthy families in parts of both Afghanistan and North Africa have large gardens inside. This has nothing to do with what to keep. Is this an actual AP? So that prisoners can be kept inside. I don't think people can dig out and escape in a siege. I don't know. It's probably specified in the Quran. Select one of the overarching requirements for any and all patronage to the Renaissance cultural arts. Powerful religious connections. Select the one overarching requirement for any and all patronage of the Renaissance. It's probably wealth, right? Ashoka the Great is often remembered for the massacre at Amritsar, maybe. I don't think we... Which of the following subjects was not included in the standard Renaissance educational program known as Studia Humanitas? What? Probably grammar? I don't think they would have learned grammar back then. That would be stupid. Tombs from Egyptian prehistory, especially those found above the Nile floodplain around 4000 BC, often contain jewelry, personal items, and foodstuff from centuries or even millennium in the future, indicating that these sites were considered holy. Indicating that prehistoric Egyptians had a formalized concept of life and death, indicating the Egyptians shut up people into these tombs while still alive, indicating that this area used to be nearer to the Nile, which has shifted dramatically over the course of human history. No, indicating that these tombs were originally homes. I mean, it's not what tomb, it's got to be this, right? Life and death. In Hindu religious culture, temples are often considered sacrilegious. I don't think that's true. Contrary to faith, because meditation is primary to worship. Okay, I'll unpause alerts, but no spoilers.
Hey Doug, please fail the exam so I can increase my tenant's
No, this
rent.
isn't, no. Prime real estate for community functions. Contrary to faith, it's dwellings, palaces for gods, probably? In Buddhism, a Buddha is one who's attained enlightenment, whereas Bodhisattvas...
Hey Pug, how does it feel to be a virgin echidna? Did you know that your species has a four-headed whiner?
I will not get distracted by text-to-speech. I'm going to ace this quiz.
Ancestors.
What the fuck is a
Hopefully one day
Bodhisattva?
you'll be able to use it with a female. By the way, chat, if you want to see the ostrich mating... Doug,
The division
I just
between-
Googled it. You can buy a Pepsi Man costume. Yes, it's an actual thing you can buy. Please, Doug, we need this.
You point me to go to
Hey
cows,
Doug, do you have
maybe?
history in your name? That's what I thought.
Why was the... Oh, is that about History Beard? History Beard didn't teach me any of this. Why was the Catholic Church often referred to as the Universal Church?
Globalization is a term used to
They expanded
describe
it?
how trade and technology have made the world into a more connected and interdependent place.
Which of the following was...
Globalization also captures in its scope the economic and social changes that
That's
have come
cheating.
about
That's a
as
spoiler
result.
alert. Which of the following was not a major world religion from 600 CE to 1450? That was units 1 and 2. Who taught us? I don't remember. What did I learn in unit 1 and 2? Judaism, it's gotta be Protestantism. I learned that from History Beard. The Quran is divided into chapters or section called the Dar al the Suifs. When Mongols founded the Yuan dynasty of China, they came in contact with...
cooking, you should have called
probably
him
Islam.
Sanji instead because the man was a top-class chef.
Archaeological evidence points to metal first being used in
Hey
Southeast
Pepper,
Asia.
Pepper, it's me, globalization, you got this.
Thank you. Metals. Wait, metal first being used in Southeast Asia.
Economics fueled the globalization. Of course.
Probably
Thank you,
before.
History Beard. You're a savior.
While Egyptians had been nomadic before agriculture, not living in permanent
Internet.
settlements, the
History
earliest
lesson
Egyptian
done.
village contained houses constructed of probably baked mud, I would guess. Or actually, are
I
you
had
actually
History
supposed to
Beard
know
as
any
a
of this?
substitute teacher in 10th grade. He was let go after a couple days because his parrot kept pooping on the floor.
Galileo was accused and convicted
Nike
of
is
heresy
child
by the
slaves,
Inquisition.
Doug. Were you ignoring History Beard?
Oh, I know this one. It's because he revolved around the sun. I think we learned that in a practice quiz.
Dube, you're as sharp as a sack of soup. I love what you did with your hair. What wax did you use for
Which
that
of the
shine?
following statements about the scientific revolution is false? Scientists were not called scientists. It implies a very slow process.
These damn Khan Academy sounds are giving me PTSD from my divorce
The
from college.
scientific revolution rejected the idea Generally defined as curves.
Hey Doug, I have been taking your advice and have about 26
Copernicus.
4090s, but I'm still depressed. Any other advice?
Geocentrism. I think we learned that in the practice quiz. That one's for History Beard. Select the
I
scientist
believe
who's
in you,
credited
Doug.
with laying the
You
groundwork
can
for the
do
later
it.
discoveries made by Isaac Newton. That's probably... Isn't Tycho Brahe... Isn't he the... Isn't that the Penny Arcade guy? I'm saying
Hey,
Galileo.
Can you make TTS longer? With you, your new official title, I could only send the message sup earlier. Anyway, don't forget the mods ice cream party. If you forgot, don't worry. Ice cream day is coming up on July 16th.
That's like 3 months from now.
Hey
Which
Doug,
of the following options?
just wanted to let you know that History Beard just plundered my village and set our houses ablaze. On the bright side, he gave us a very informative history lecture while stealing our
Okay,
goods.
did he tell you
I sure
about
hope
which of
I
the
can
following
pass my
options
AP
defines the
World
scientific
History
principle?
exam now.
Did he happen to tell you that?
Dear
Probably
God, this
this?
is giving me flashbacks to hours of painfully writing
Which
essays
was
and doing
not
multiple choice
a reason
questions
the
in order to
Industrial
pass
Revolution-
AP World History.
Britain had a large labor force, stable government, had thriving middle class, English language proved more efficient. I mean, that's
Here's a
not real.
freebie. The Quran came after the Genesis cause Muhammad knew about Jesus.
Whoa, spoiler alert. 1906 HMS Dreadnought contained each of the following revolutionary innovations
Hey,
in
double
naval
donkey
technology.
Doug, whatever did you do with those 5,600 ball S?
What? Oh, they're just in the room. Officers' core. Why would anybody know any of this? I'm saying radar. Wasn't radar like way later? Paleolithic era was.
very often?
Point Crow, thank you for the
Oh,
raid.
what am I saying?
We're doing a
Of
history
course you
lesson.
don't.
Welcome. This is a real 70 question AP World History question, test. If I pass this, I officially
Doug, how
passed
many
a college
lifelines do you
class.
get?
All from AI ChatGPT. I don't get any lifelines. The Paleolithic era was characterized by all the following.
Hey, Big Doug. It's been a while since my last message, so I just wanted
Wood
to
tools.
say, hey, Big Doug.
Thank you.
Also, I know you didn't want
Green
to
Revolution.
win the award, but it made me very happy. It made me go, that's my fucking streamer.
Thank you.
Could Biff teach me martial art and Peppermint theme song Plaza? I know he occupied in aisle 13, but can you still ask him?
I think he's dead. I don't know what Green Revolution. We'll say C. It's always C. The answer is always C. State building efforts of You the Great were primarily organized around
Hello, Douglas. This is your test
Universal public
proctor.
education. And
I'm going to have to confiscate your Twitch chat, as you cannot use outside resources.
Who the fuck is You the Great?
You're not reading the answers thoroughly enough, Douglas.
I don't know what he did. He prevented the flood. I don't know. At the end of the most recent History Beard never talked about you. At the end of the most recent ice age, those
Hey,
two
Doug,
continents were cut off
History
from one
Beard
another,
just
dramatically
killed my
affecting the
entire
course of human
family, but
history.
I believe we all learned a lot from him about decolonization.
At the end of the most recent ice age, these two continents were cut off from one another? That happened? It's not Europe and Asia,
Hey, Doug,
obviously.
John AP World History
Asia
here.
and North
We've
America?
decided to let you call Parkser for one question since you're doing so poorly.
No, hold on. I don't need him. Leaders of the early Neolithic societies tended to be, I don't know what Neolithic, probably hunters, farmers and hunters. Okay, You the Great is back. He's said to have founded, I remember the word Yuan, and I remember the word Ming. I'm going to do Ming. The Toltec civilization was native to which of these modern-day countries? That sounds like, that sounds Mexico? Throughout the 16th, 17th, and 18th centuries, one country stood out as the single largest state in the European Middle Eastern spheres. Select this country from the choice
Hey,
provided.
Doug from Duke Doug. I
16,
just want to
17,
thank
18.
you for your amazing content. Just kidding, ha 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 ha, you really thought.
It wouldn't be...
I think that
It
you
would
the
be
great was
Ottomans.
Darth Vader. It sounds right.
Darth Vader has not showed up once. During the 17th and 18th century, countries and regions in Central and Eastern Europe were less economically
Don't worry,
advanced,
Doug.
less
You're
prosperous than
great
their
too.
Western European counterparts. Which of the following is not one of the main reasons for this? Infrequent, inefficient overseas trades, that's true. Frequent, disruptive local military conflicts.
Ooh,
You
the
were
great is
serfs
the
to work
founder
land.
slash writer of Little Women.
Probably no overseas territories? During the Industrial Revolution, a system bringing workers and machines together in one place was adopted.
History
That's
Beard is
industrial.
very disappointed in
Wait.
you, Bug. You are failing. That is not good.
Factory. I'm not failing right now. I'm only halfway through. The blank movement helped lead the Polish independence during the waning years of the Soviet Union? Solidarity movement? Pre-dynastic Egyptian communities traded for copper timber from cedar, wine, and oils with Southwest Asia, especially Mesopotamia. It wouldn't be the Romans. It wouldn't be the Athenians. It wouldn't be the Shang Kingdom. Probably Mesopotamia. What was the purpose of caravansaries? What? To provide protection? I don't know. Pool community resources. What seminal economic text was written by Adam Smith? Who the fuck is Adam Smith? Wait. Is it? No, he's the Mormon. He's the Mormon. Where's the Mormon one?
Sorry
Wealth
for
of
spoiling,
Nations.
Doug. History beard as me hostage and only said I could call my family if I shared what he taught me. Also 851.
History beard, make him
Tilly
walk
would
the
have gotten
plank.
a perfect score on this exam, Dog.
I don't know. Wealth of
Are
Nations.
you worse than Tilly?
Tilly would have flunked this class. Do you know History Beard killed her
Hey, Doug.
when he raided her
What
village?
do you think of the Rui Lopez chess opening? Also, I need bread, milk, eggs, and ham. Thanks in advance.
What canal has been the object of dispute in the Middle East? Probably the Suez, right? It's the only one that's there. United States open door policy primarily related to American trading interests, American self-proclaimed status as protectorate of South America, Americans' role in intervening in European conflicts, immigration reforms that allowed more immigrants to come to America? Probably that. That is the only one that sounds like the word open doors. Okay. As Rome expanded from a republic on the Italian peninsula
Just
to
so
an
you are
empire
aware, if you fail the
encompassing-
quiz, History Beard will plunder and raid the basement. Our lives are on the line. You knew the risk when you hired him.
I will do my best. The type of warfare that the Roman... The amount of time the average Roman citizen had to spend in the army... Rome never... Okay, I think it asked people to spend more time in the army? The Hellenistic Empire emerged... I don't know what that is. Who is Darius? Who the fuck is Darius 1? Maybe Romans conquering Egypt. Who the fuck is Hattusa? Who are the Hittites? That one's probably it. What was the so-called Boston Tea Party response? I know that. That's the Tea Act. America, USA, can I get a K-Kona in chat? Which of the following is not way in which the Industrial Revolution helped precipitate the rise of imperialism? Created technology, created a need for new markets, created a need for cheap labor, created a need for raw materials. I think it's this one isn't correct, because they had cheap labor. Blank is the practice of controlling a foreign land through political or military force for the purpose of improved security or wealth extraction. I mean, imperialism, right? Or is it
History Beard
colonialism?
took my wife and money. He said he would give them back if you pass this test.
Imperialism?
Do it for me, Doug.
I'm doing it for me. I don't care about your money. Blank is the practice of settling people from one's own country in a foreign land to manage the political and economic aspects. Probably
History bearded
colonialism?
me walk the plank, but now I am just in detention. He is currently teaching me the Silk Road at Sword Point.
Blank is the practice of extracting resources in a foreign land such as diamonds. Economic imperialism? I don't know. Japan officially annexed...
I will not wait. I, History Beard, will begin my conquest of the basement immediately. Haxa will be the first to fall.
Okay, I think Japan... I think they took Korea? I didn't learn that from History Beard, by the way. I just know that. Breakdown of imperial structures in Europe after the fall of Rome caused the rise of...
Literally 1751 and 1984 combined.
Probably feudalism? Select the law or piece of legislation that established religious
He's literally
toleration.
throwing. He's so bad at history. Oh my god, he's getting them all wrong. Doug sucks at history. The basement is on fire. Help.
Okay, probably the piece
Rosa is
of
in danger. Doug, you
pedophiles.
must answer questions correct or History Beard will conquer.
Which of the following is not one of the main reasons behind King James of England's unpopularity
Doug,
with
this is
Parliament and his
stressing me
own
out.
subjects?
Please do better.
His toleration of corruption, his practice of enforcing impositions, his positive maybe that that could be it. Select the one European country that did not wield considerable power over the continent in the 18th century. I'm going to say Austria. Sorry, Austrians. Okay. After World War II, Germany was divided into two parts. Okay. An east and a west.
Non-cheating history fact. Pirates smell bad. I learned this because his Tory beard is outside the basement door and he stinks.
History Beard is
Doug,
currently standing
History
outside,
Beard has
ready
encased
to
me in
attack.
peanut butter. There isn't much time. Please help.
I'm hurrying. What two groups signed the Cairo Agreement with Egyptian President Nasser?
Hey
I don't
Mr.
know.
Presidente Dog Doug, I recently divorced my wife and I need a lawyer. Is
Wait.
Parksa here?
This is probably related to Israel. I don't know. King Louis
Doug,
of France.
my stone cold husband got a bit hot-blooded and said he'd divorce me if you fail this test. Please keep it cool and save my marriage.
I don't know. Treaty of Dover?
Doug,
I don't know what
no
that is.
pressure or anything, but History Beard is the one piece and the look of murder in his eyes. He
of the
just
most-
snapped and half the basement disappeared. I cannot hear this song without internally yelling Twitch chat is coming.
Maybe the Red Guards? That doesn't make sense. That's the only name I recognize. Which of the following events incited the
Help,
Sepoy
Doug. I'm History
Mutiny?
Beard's landlord. I'm not allowed to evict him unless you pass the test. Please get this done.
I'm trying. The History Beard's reign of terror will end if I pass this. Dude, I have no
History
clue.
Beard. No, don't kill my family. I can't help that Doug can't remember what you taught him. Please, please.
Who the fuck is Robert Clive?
Doug, please help.
Which of
History
the
Beard
following-
took me out of the basement to reenact the first ever Tour de France. My legs are tired. Please
You're gonna be-
pass the
you're-
test so I
you're
can
gonna
go
be
back
fine.
home.
The other people
We're
are
on
in more
our own
danger.
against History Beard chat. Doug's gone rogue with wrong history. It's time to write it ourselves.
Okay, American Revolution versus French Revolution.
Doug, I don't mean to alarm you, but History Beard's hook hand has punched through the basement door. Please call History Chan, our ADHD savior, to help us.
I think both of these are true. These are all
Doug,
true.
History Beard is offering me an ultimatum: betray you and join his crew before you finish the quiz, or he'll burn and plunder the basement. I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to join him. He's coming after you next to plunder your house cause you're bad at history.
I can defend
Doug,
myself
please help.
if I
History
pass the
Beard is
test.
giving us history scurvy through the door. His history peg leg is tapping in anticipation.
Which is the first to gain independence?
Mandor
Probably
hand hook
Haiti?
History Beard.
The reform-minded Tsar Alexander II is best known for abolishing
Are you
pogroms?
aware
I
of
don't
the
know.
lady furry with massive bazongas you showed on screen?
What are you talking about? Land-owning Republican dissidents overthrew the Brazilian
Doug,
monarchy
for
in
every
protest.
question you're getting wrong, History Beard is eating one chatter. He has yelled tonight, millions will die.
I'll save you, chat.
Help,
Probably
Doug. History
abolish-
Beard said he'll give us the Black Plague. And what's worse is that no one will remember us because we all died to the plague and are therefore irrelevant to history.
So
Hey
true.
Doug, History Beard has recruited most of the basement to his side. It is only us basement believers left down here. Please save us from being plundered. Doug, help. History Beard has teamed up with Duolingo and is slowly beginning his conquest of all AP subjects.
I don't
help
know.
us.
History
History
Beard didn't
Beard
tell
is
me
in
anything
here
about
with
these
us.
wars.
He has
This is what
already
he was.
taken aisle
He was
13 and
literally
stole my
supposed to
dog.
teach me this. I don't know.
Doug,
Sino-Japanese
help.
war. No, that's the
History
Russian
Beard
one.
is now going
Opium
through
Wars.
the many revolutions throughout history. I think he is trying to foment a revolution in chat.
Which country experienced a political revolution in
Hey
17...
Doug, you've ruined my marriage. Every time my wife tries to cook, she realizes I have already drunk the entire bottle of olive oil. I'm in couples therapy, but I'm not ready to give it up.
I don't know. Iran?
Please, Doug, History Beard has me by the throat. I don't know if I can go on much longer. Oh no, he just... leave.
What is the Boxer Rebellion?
Bamboo.
I don't know. Just probably communist revolution? Ancient Hellenic regional politics and international
Doug, help us,
institutions.
History Beard already killed Jeremy Renner and Foreman is next. Help us, Doug.
Oh no, History Beard's teamed up with Thanos. An ancient Hellenic.
History
I don't know what
Beard,
Hellenic
you are
is.
without a doubt the worst history teacher I have ever heard of.
But you
Pause,
have heard of
but
me.
you have heard of me.
I don't know. Island of Crete, sure.
Help, Doug.
10 more.
History Beard brought his friend Linguist Beard.
Name the source of judicial, executive, and legislative power in Saudi Arabia. The king, I think?
Hey Doug, History Beard just gave the basement dwellers a good history lesson. Wait, he's telling us how we all perish if you get the next question wrong. Oh god, he killed so man. Doug,
The
please
Warring States
do
period.
better.
It was a
History
centuries-long
Beard
period
says if you fail he's
of
going to plunder my
conflict and
booty.
civil war in the era of Warring States.
History Beard is about to
China?
commit Sudoku, seeing this performance, as discussed in his lesson.
Which of the following elements was not one of France's main weaknesses in the War of
The
the
clock
Spanish
is ticking,
Succession?
Doug. Thankfully, it seems you're worse at history than even 2D platformers. Loves and kisses, History Beard.
What is the
I
War of
got a 1
Spanish
on my AP
Succession?
European history test. You're doing worse than I did.
Maybe this inferior. Which of these statements about women in ancient
Doug,
Mesopotamia
this
is most
bad.
accurate?
History Beard is rebranded as Education Beard and is currently establishing a proper schooling system in the basement. Save us before we become valuable to society.
I'm guessing this
Doug,
one.
people learn best in a safe environment. I am not feeling very safe right now. Doug, Math Beard just showed up in support of History Beard in his plundering of the basement. You'd better save us.
Okay, get Math Beard out of there. Wait. Was that it? I thought there were 75. Oh shit. Okay, this is it, everybody. I'm gonna be honest, a lot of those were educated guesses based on the different types of things I learned. I wasn't incredibly confident, but I think the tutors gave me the foundation to figure this out on my own. The score is... Oh shit, that's actually a lot of green. Wait. I got 100% environmental interactions. Wait, hold on, I might have actually passed. Your percentile. 41... Wait, no, that's percentile. Hold on. Correct versus incorrect. I got exactly 50% correct. Wait, that's a passing grade in Spain, right? That's what the Europeans said. I passed in Europe. I am a European historian now. I did it. Yeah. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Okay, I can't do the Thanos thing. Uh-oh. Okay, we don't need to look over all my answers. I did look. I did not pass by American standards. By the standards of the poor, decrepit European education system, I passed and I'm a historian. Unfortunately, according to American systems, no, I only know 50% of history. Okay, well that's not... Please select your career. Doctor, CEO, basketball, Olympic. How would that have made me an Olympic athlete? Billionaire is not a career. James Bond, lawyer, movie star, magician. I feel like you don't need a lot of history to be a magician. President, astronaut, rock star, Scrooge McDuck. You did it. You're awesome. You're alive. Everybody else is trash. You failed the test. Read the next slide. You are too dumb to exist in modern society. You are sentenced to eat books for the rest of your life. Food is for winners. You're not getting to college. I'm going to a European college. Thank you very much. Well, books aren't keto. Oh shit. Ugh. I think I have ink on my teeth. Well, scale of 1 to 10. Did you learn a lot today? In conclusion, if you want to go be a historian in Europe, then an AI can actually teach you everything you need to know. College is done. This is the future of education in Europe. The disaster artist does not taste very good. I enjoyed reading it, but it's not actually very good when you eat it.
Hurry, History Beard will sway the mods with an ice cream party. Surely you don't want the mods on his side, right?
Oh wait, we have to submit it to college. How do I submit this to a college? Wait. It's got to be a European one, right? How do I send this to Oxford?
Congratulations, Doug. You may become a European historian. But only if
Do
you
they have a
give up
Twitter?
on all American patriotism on stream. Will you do it?
Ooh,
Thanos
that's rough.
really taught you well. You did it for him.
Thanks, Thanos. I couldn't have been here without you.
History Beard said he would only release all the European students but keep the Americans hostage. Doug failed his schooling like an American. USA, 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 USA. So will History Beard only punish the Americans in chat then?
Who do I tweet at? How do I get into Oxford? Official is Uni of Oxford.
Well, it's clear the reason you're still a virgin isn't due to studying too much.
Okay, cool. This seems official. Yeah, let me log in. 1 sec. Let me just...
Truly in a league of his own.
Look, okay. Name one
Hey,
other
Doug,
streamer that could
can
get a
I get my
50-50.
book back?
You guys like this ASMR of me eating books?
Are books keto friendly then?
I actually don't know. Does anybody know? Are books keto? Does the ink contain lead? 1 sec.
Dear God, what did you to that book?
I'll find out in about an hour or two.
Supposedly Pompeu Fabra University is a prestigious college in Spain.
No, Oxford's in Europe. They're probably dumb.
Are books keto?
Doug is a swallower confirmed.
Wait,
when
I
it
fell
comes to
asleep for the
books,
last
yeah.
lesson. Can we go back and do it again?
Oh, I can feel it. It's right here. I know exactly where that page is in my esophagus. Now it's here. Huh.
Hey Doug, if can say my whole name, I will gift 5 subs.
Doug
Got
is... no, I couldn't quite read it in time. That's fine, guys. My mom's a doctor. Hold on, we have to get a
Humans
screenshot.
can't digest the cellulose in paper, so eating the book won't affect your dietary intake one way or the other.
Oh, cool, there we go.
I guess European historians only know half of what they're talking about.
Can you eat my homework for me? Also, that was a very pretty fairy lady.
I am too dumb for
paper is
America.
mostly wood fiber, so it is probably keto.
Let's get Joe Biden in there. And send it. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching the stream. I'm going to continue probably the rest of this week streaming until I get into Oxford, and then I'm done. Well, this was a stream. Nobody can deny that this was not a stream. I also do not know if a single question on the final exam was taught to me by the AI. Does anybody know if anything in there I actually learned?
I dropped out of college just to watch your streams. Totally worth it.
That feels like it was an unnecessary thing for you to do. The Boxer Revolution. No, I never knew what that was. History Beard didn't teach me shit, dude. All he said was that Japan never existed because of the Black Plague. Opium Wars. They just said some things that ended up being... History Beard basically handed that to you. Oh yeah, there's Darth Vader too. Darth Vader didn't teach me anything. Oh, I thought we did do the Yoda one. For some reason we skipped the Yoda one. But we did not skip the Yoda one. We definitely did not.
Laundry. Laundry, 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 laundry. To your laundry. History Beard literally said all of the test answers WTF.
Okay. I am going to raid Sea-Dog VA. He is a very cool streamer that I met at the Streamer Awards.
Thanos taught you the most, as your ratio of correct to incorrect answers is perfectly balanced as all things should be.
That is fucking true, dude. Sea-Dog is awesome. So he lives in Japan, if you're not aware. Does a lot of Japanese culture type stuff, and he's doing a charity cyclethon, like they're biking across a giant portion of Japan and raising money for, I think, for the Black Death. I forget what they're raising it for. But it's super cool. I've been tuning into that stream. It's like also just really interesting to see them like biking across Japan. So I'm gonna raid them. Be sure to say hi. As a reminder, please do not spam tons of memes that are only relevant to us. Say hello and then hang out and contribute to whatever is going on over there. Okay, never mind. It's not letting me raid. Oh, right, because it doesn't work on my Firefox. God damn, dude. Oh, it's follower only mode, so you're gonna have to follow. Yeah, Firefox has just been having issues with Twitch for some reason. So I keep having to open it on Chrome. I should be back, I think, Wednesday. Can we play Bird Sex? No. Probably Wednesday. I'll definitely be streaming Thursday. Wednesday might be Twitch chat plays Dungeons and Dragons, if I have it already. Otherwise, it'll be something casual, like, Splunky pacifist mode or something. I am excited for that. I do need to like make sure I have like a lot of energy, because it could be a stream that goes for like 2 hours, and it could be a stream that goes for like 12. So I want to make sure I have a lot of time. So maybe Wednesday. If not Wednesday, it'll be on probably Sunday of this upcoming weekend. With that being said, goodbye, friends. Have a good rest of your day. Go check out some Cyclothon. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. It's not letting me raid. Oh, there it goes.